Alrighty. It's another edition for the SNF show. Joining me, as always, is my compatriots right here. We have in the bottom left corner, we have the Detroit Lions' greatest fan for the first half. Right next to him, we have I take whoever the Kansas City's playing with the points. And then we got D that goes, I take the money line. All right, guys, joining us. Let's sit here and go through. I'll flat out say two things. I don't know why, and I said in the Discord, same thing. For what we've seen the last 4 weeks. Hey, what's up, Ron? If you would ever take a Kansas City bet pregame, I just not in a parlay, not in anything. There's nothing that this defense allows you that you're not going to get a better number sometime mid-game. It's right. Just absolutely terrible. You end up getting Kansas City money line. They were down 10 points, and you can get them at the money line at minus 110 just to win the game. So
rich today. I'm
dang. And you still got to sweat that at the end, so it's fun for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, It's absolutely nuts to sit there and go through the game. I mean, the Saints let me down twice. They bit me in the ass pregame. They bit me in the ass on a teaser. They bit me in the ass on second half. They did absolutely nothing in the first half. Second half came out and was like, oh, we can play offense. We forgot that. All right, let's just go ahead. Even though Taysom Hill was getting sacked almost every other play. Terrible. All right, so let's look at this game. We've got a pretty good one for you. We got the Bills and the Steelers. All right, who wants to go first? What's the looks? What are we looking at? What's up, Ken?
Go ahead, D.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much in this game. I'm going to be sweating this game out just as much as this guy in the lower left-hand corner will be. He might be louder than me, but I'm still sweating it out just as much as he is. I have a few bets. So I'm going with the penalty bet. I got Steelers, first penalty, minus 115. And then I took Diggs anytime touchdown. And then I have the first quarter over 9.5.
All right, so first penalty, and we got Diggs anytime touchdown. All right, Rich, what you got?
All I got. I mean, as far as like
Yeah. So I think we discussed making a teaser official. So I think if we want to go ahead and do that.
Yep.
So teaser is going to be the Steelers +8 and the over 42.5. And then I also took Claypool's receiving yards over 43.5. I'm also looking at Roethlisberger's passing yards at 285 over, or Connor's rushing yards over 50. You guys have any feedback on either of those?
I do like a Connor bet. Like the thing I like is going to be Connor anytime touchdown.
Okay.
And the reason why is because they couldn't score at all, and the fact with him being a bigger back, I think if they get down there, they're going to run it 3 straight times just to prove that they can score.
So I know that they haven't been able to run the ball without Connor, so they definitely want to establish the run. As long as he's 100% healthy, which I couldn't find anything saying that he was 100%.
Yep.
I know he's in, right? But I mean, we've seen him be in a game and be like 50% basically. So I'm not sure. I mean, we know he had COVID, so I don't know how bad his symptoms were. But I mean, 50 rushing yards for Connor is not a lot, especially from a team I think is going to want to establish that they can run the ball.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh. I don't think. See, that's the thing. Pittsburgh's not going to go away from running the ball, no matter how ineffective they are. Like that's what they're just going to do. You know, that's how stubborn they are. They're just going to keep doing it. So I think Connor could get over 50 yards.
I mean, we can add it. Right, Connor over 50. I mean, I went destroyed in props.
I think the only prop that I really, really like, and I mean, I guess it goes kind of with the receiving, but I like Deontay Johnson over 63.5. I think he will be the guy tonight that then we'll look at.
See, my question is, who does Ladarius White cover? That's the question to me. If Ladarius White covers Johnson, I don't see him having a great night. If Ladarius White covers Schuster, then I could see him having a great night. That's the worry I have with that. That's my question. But if that's what we want to go, we can go with it. I don't mind that. So you said Johnson over what?
63.5.
It's not too bad. Any take on an outright win?
I think Steelers win the game.
Yeah.
I think Steelers win the game.
Yeah. Steelers money line here. But I like our teaser though.
I like the points. I like the points with the Steelers, but I feel like this is a game that everybody thinks they're going to lose, and I just think they win the game.
I think they play to the level of their competition, like we said, and the Bills are pretty good competition, so
They'll step it up.
yeah, they'll step it up. And I know this Bills defense. I know a lot of people they say. You gotta remember, Ben's been around a long time, but he played against that Baltimore defense that was Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis, and he was able to throw shit ton over that
Yeah.
himself, right?
Well,
His Bills defense is nowhere near
He was more mobile then. He's a little bit of a statue right now. So I mean that's the issue, and that was the issue in the game. I mean,
he was more mobile when he was younger. But I'm just saying, I don't him throwing on them. I don't think he has a problem with that. His accuracy or anything, or being able to throw on them. I think these guys will be able to get their yards.
And that really quick. It's under Josh Allen. I mean, that's who the game comes down to.
Yeah. I think you're right, and that was the other thing with the Roethlisberger passing yards is, the last couple games we've seen the Steelers, their receivers have had a terrible time with drops, 5+ drops in the last in each of the last 2 games, and if they can clean that up, I mean Roethlisberger should have a field day out there, because a lot of the passes that he's throwing is, it's uncontested crossing stuff, or, go to Claypool and let him go up and get it kind of thing. So, if they can clean up the drops. Everybody on Sunday Night Football here is picking the Bills. So I think we all need to be on the Steelers.
One person, come on.
Makes me feel good about the Steelers. Look, everybody's on the Bills.
Rodney, don't do it.
Rodney,
he took the Steelers.
Thank you. Woo. That was a sweat.
Yeah. There's a lot of lines when you look there. I mean, I don't have any lock in this game. I think the weighing can go either side. What do we got for first quarter? I mean, part of me really thinks this game goes over. I just don't like. I think because of the defenses, I know I can get a 45. I mean, you got a over 9.5 juiced. I still think that's the way to go. I think we see points in this game.
I think we see points. I like the over 9.5 in the first quarter.
I think you've got a Steelers defense that's hobbled right now, that's injured, that's vulnerable, as vulnerable as they've been the entire season. I think you've got a Bills defense that is not very good. It hasn't been most of the season. So I think, I think we definitely get points in this game.
See, I disagree with the Bills defense not being good. I think the fact that you've had Norman out, you've had White out at times. You have the 2 brothers going, and the Edwards brothers are going on tonight, both on defense. They're going to go head to head. This is my one thing. This is a show me game for the Bills. This is we could go out and tell the rest of the league how good we are right here. This is also a measuring stick for them to get ready for the playoffs. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and they score first.
I think we've also seen I don't know how many times we've seen the Bills in prime time, but I don't recall them being a very good primetime team.
Yeah,
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
All right.
Hey,
We'll
don't
see.
forget your Josh Allen anytime touchdown and first touchdown.
Oh, I definitely was looking at that at plus 800.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
the
it.
other question is Fitzpatrick slowed it all? I mean, the last two games have been hobbled. I mean, I think if you guys ask, I think Gabriel Davis anytime touchdown. I like the Diggs thing. I like that.
I like Claypool anytime touchdown. I think he gets at least one, either rushing or receiving.
How many touchdowns does he have in the year? It seems like every
Like
week
9.
people are taking him. I think he has like 6. I mean, I like the number better on James Washington, but I don't think he's gonna get it. Let me take Diggs here.
Yeah, you got to get that Diggs in.
I think Hayden
That's why we
is
paid
out. Right?
Yeah, Hayden's out.
Joe Hayden's out.
Yeah, Hayden's out. I mean, that's gonna give. I just didn't like that they put Diggs' number at 6.5. I hate 6.5 for receptions because if things are going your way, you 6.5 is a huge number.
Yeah, Claypool has 10 touchdowns on the season.
What happened, Chucks?
I'm watching Georgetown versus St. John's. I have a bet on the first half.
Oh, you had me tripping for a second.
Did you hear that, Tom?
I like the Roethlisberger under 285. I just think it's too many yards.
Well, I think as long as the Bills are competitive, then I think he gets over that. I feel like this is a back and forth game.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
I mean, what is the average every week? I haven't actually looked at that.
It's a fact.
So the last 5 weeks, Roethlisberger 306, 333, 267, 266, 305.
So what you're saying is 2 out of the last 3 he didn't hit it.
2 out of the last 3 he didn't hit it. 2 out of the last
Who were
3.
the teams that he played? Those two teams. Who
2
were
out of
they?
the last 3 didn't have
Baltimore.
Connor either.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 out of the last 3 is also they were close games. I mean, one of those games we're playing was the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep.
Was the one that he hit. So I mean,
No, he didn't hit it in that game.
they didn't hit it.
267.
Weren't they? That was a close game. Wait, weren't they leading the Jags for like?
It's 27 to 3. That was a blowout.
Yeah.
I
So
do
he didn't have to throw in that game.
He was a blowout, so he didn't have to throw. That's what it was.
And then the other game he didn't hit it was against the Ravens.
Which makes sense. They kind of play that game all the time, like closer.
All right, who gets the ball? That's the question. We're in the cold Orchard Park, New York. The Steelers coming off getting embarrassed by the Redskins. We got Jack Allen. I'm going to take over the passing yards tonight category. Now, Allen, I think, throws for 275 at least. I mean,
What channel is Sunday Night Football on?
NBC.
NBC.
Sunday Night with Chris Collinsworth? Oh, jeez.
What the crap are you making time? Are you stinking up a yard in there? And that's what we're doing over there?
What?
D Money. This is what we got. Him shooting up his gas. It's glad that we don't have any smells in here. Ripper time.
You know it.
Oh,
Ramon's going to join me. Hey, you can drive up the 67 right here and take a left. I'm right there.
Oh, yeah, Ramon's San Diego, isn't he?
Gerardo, I don't mind that. points range between 41 and 50 points plus 225. I got that. I like those kind of things. I love those things. Total bands. Because you can play around with it. If you do it right, you can play around. So you 100% cover.
Ron, you're taking. Oh wait, that game got canceled, didn't it?
What is that, Shocks? What is that water right there?
Water.
Like on the screen, that little fall thing, little waterfall. You got a waterfall out there in Pittsburgh?
Oh.
I thought this game was in Buffalo.
The game's in Buffalo, yeah, Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Niagara Falls, buddy. Just a little waterfall.
Yeah, just a little version of it.
I guess you haven't gone to Niagara Falls like that. I take it. Lady of the Lake.
When I was like 10 years old.
Damn,
I
Ramon.
remember wearing a rain jacket and standing outside and getting like soaked.
Little
Yeah,
lady.
that's right, Ramon, 27-24.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, Jump Shot, MT, Ron, Ramon, Ken, what's up, guys?
All right.
Jordan.
Yeah, shout out to Ramon. We are gonna go one day. You're gonna shoot inside this restaurant called Phil's Barbecue. It is the best out here, and yeah, once this pandemic's over, obviously.
I have no issue. Okay, my only question is: if you go live from a barbecue, I'm expecting a mail order barbecue ribs. So at the same time, in the same moment with you as you're at your barbecue.
I would actually like to watch you eat the ribs that he mailed to you.
I'm not sure. I'm 100% not sure that they've come from a pig. Could be a dog. I will shout out to Bethany Blues because I did have some killer ribs from my parents the other night. So helping my parents move. My dad bought me a full rack of ribs. That thing was great.
Nice.
So
you saw why I cut short last week. Sorry, man. I had to eat that thing.
Dude,
Won't happen again though.
All of a sudden, we'll be back, and then me and Shocks go. There was like 10:40. We go. Do we really think D's coming back? And no, real quick. No, he's done. Yeah, I definitely think this might be a game you could play live. I almost think anything over 3.5 points, I'd take.
Yeah. Let's have some fun with it. Not too much, but.
I'd be curious, like if the Bills, let's say, get the ball first and they score, I would definitely jump on whatever the Steelers plus money is at that point. Probably like +5 or something. But
I usually get the ribless tickler, according to Ramon.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Hey.
Oh.
What are your two sides though? I don't do the coleslaw and all that.
What? You have ribs. Coleslaw is a side. Either that or baked beans.
No.
That's not a
No.
choice.
Yeah, it's baked
Mac and
beans.
cheese.
Baked beans.
Or baked beans.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
With the mac and cheese. And
Yeah, mac and cheese and mashed potatoes or some type of potato wedges or something.
that's a real thing.
So my dad was sitting there ordering everything, and he looks up there. So we end up getting. I've got the full rack of ribs, and then I got a side of mac and cheese, a side of mashed potatoes. Then he bought an appetizer of wings, and he's like, "Look, I got wings." I was like, "Am I gonna have wings when I have ribs? It's not even there." And these were like fall off the bone, like pull the meat off the meat. And I'm like, "I'm gonna go for the full wrap first, and then if I'm hungry, I'll go ahead and I'll hit the wing." But I was like, "How much do you think I'm gonna eat, Dad? It's already Christmas. I'm getting that Christmas weight already." My wife's bringing me home cookies that they're get her. So yep. It's like, here's your tins of cookies. I was like,
So before we start off, how's everybody doing in their playoffs?
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Brutal. It's killing me.
Rich is
Is it raining there?
Dude.
Yeah.
Every time Rich says that, he's up like 60 points, and the other guy's got a kicker. But yeah,
It's so brutal
I
because
think you're 1-1.
I've got 2 leagues that I'm in the playoffs in, and I feel like I'm playing against myself because the guy I've got guys that the other guy has in both sides. So like Derrick Henry like killed me in one league, and then he's gonna, I'm gonna win because of him in the other league. It was brutal. Like every time something happened. Then I figured out. I just checked now. I swapped out my defense this morning. I had the Redskins defense in there, and I swapped them out. And turns out the Redskins defense scored like 35 points and
23.
Yeah, look at that snow.
31 in my league. 31.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was playing against a guy had Dan Bailey. He had like negative 17 points from Bailey. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, that's that stupid league that you like lose like half your leg if you miss like field goal.
Dude, -5 points for every missed extra point. And then he actually got negative points for a missed 50-yard field goal. Like I don't even remember that being a thing. Like
no,
that's why I want to get rid of kickers.
Negative point. So in the ESPN, like if you miss a field goal, it's 1. If you miss a 50, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's why I want to get rid of kickers, and I think I will now have another vote to get rid of kickers.
Getting rid of kickers. Kickers are here to stay. Kickers are the lifeblood.
Come on.
You just got to make sure you draft correctly the right kicker. So I'm up 133 to 64. He's got Beasley, Ben, and Connor. And I've got Drew.
I heard this one before. I think I heard this one last week.
Go. Ooh.
Yeah,
So
I heard this one last week, except it was Beasley and Josh Allen.
I'm up 20 with the kicker. I got Buffalo's kicker.
Yeah,
2 weeks playoff. 2-week playoff.
Oh, 2-week playoff. Okay.
So I'm upset.
You guys go week 17 then.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's rough.
That's gonna suck. Yeah.
I did that in the family league, but it becomes it becomes interesting. I'll be honest with you. Most of the time in the family league, if I made the championship game, I already worked out a deal to just split the pot with the guy anyway. And say, that's it. If the pot's 450, the pot's 1,000, we'll sit there and say, let's just do 600, 400, and just say that's it.
Yeah.
And there, we have a drop, folks. We have a drop. Time to drink.
What is it with these freaking guys dropping the ball?
Come on, Shocks. I'm
full disclosure.
It's like how many? It's like whether how many drops the Steelers receivers have, or how much time, or like how many times Neymar is on the ground during a PSG game. It's like probably like right the same.
Shocks, I'm expecting that beer to be there every time we get a drop. It's the Steelers drink. You must drink.
Have a drink. I gotta get a beer.
It's the only way. We just go with Shocks' favorite play. The end around.
I have Roethlisberger going in one of my leagues, so that's why I wanted to take his yardage.
Full disclosure, I have against Roethlisberger, so I'm expecting like bad things every single time he gets the ball.
And I'm playing against Josh Allen, so I want to just kind of hope that he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised they haven't run the ball yet.
I do gotta say those red uniforms are one of the coolest uniforms in the league.
I like the Reds.
They look so.
They look very New England-ish.
Oh, that could have been pick six.
I think I remember the first time the Bills wore these uniforms in primetime.
Yep.
I don't know if it was the first time they ever wore them, but I think it was on might have been a Thursday night game, like a Thanksgiving. I think it was like a Thanksgiving game when they were doing the color rush,
yep.
And they wore the Reds, and I think they were playing the Jets, and the Jets wore their green uniforms, and there was like a big controversy because people that are colorblind couldn't tell the difference between the Jets and the Bills because they were both like the dark solid colors, so they both just look like dark uniforms.
Wow.
Not a great start for Pittsburgh. 1, 2, 3 punt.
Who's the penalty on?
Hey, so what is the difference between? Oh, actually, never mind. I see it. Is it raining out there, Sean?
Yeah, it's like snowing, flurry, but it's not like.
I should ask Rich, but
what's
Rich, he's closer.
Hey, on the East Coast, you guys ready for the storm we're going to get this week?
It was snowing this afternoon here.
You see it on the TV right now.
Yeah, we're talking just north of me, 15 inches.
Holy smokes!
Where is it coming from?
I haven't even seen an inch of rain in about like 3 weeks.
Could be lake effects now. Would be my thought. I haven't told you about it, but it's like Frederick too. Right between Frederick, West Virginia, they're looking around 15 inches.
Yeah, it'll be dumping here if it's lake effect.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, we do have some snow. Light snow on the screen. Didn't even catch that.
Yeah, it snowed for maybe a half an hour here earlier. Not too bad.
So what do they call that? Flurries?
Yeah,
it was flurries. It was nothing. It was just we had so it was actually warm. It was warm here on Friday. Warmer. It was like 50, 55. And then it's gotten cold over the last day and a half here. Like our high today was at midnight last night.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's like it's 35 here right now.
Gerardo is actually on Allen's rushing total because he's counting them down one by one.
That's false start.
It was pretty high. It was like 39 and a half what I had. That's why I was off of it. There's no reason to bet preseason basketball yet, right?
Offense.
Sharks, what's your thought? Do we take our stab here at St. John's? Georgetown.
So honestly, my first half bet when I was pairing with Georgetown to win the first half, and they did. Georgetown actually looks pretty decent this year.
They're terrible. Have they won a game?
Yeah, they won 2 games, 3 games. I think they're 3-2.
I was gonna every time I have them, everyone's telling me bet against Georgetown. So
because everything's with Georgetown from last year, where they were all like caught up in those scandals and like people were I don't know what the hell was going on last year.
They're 2-3.
Oh, 3. I thought they were 3-2.
Oh, baby!
Terrible throw.
Oh my god!
Double coverage, baby.
He's blanketed.
Just because you wave your arms like this doesn't mean you're going to get a pass interference call.
So tomorrow night, Rich, are you going full born here on Cleveland here? I still kind of think Baltimore wins the game.
He told me he won't.
I won't be. No, I won't be.
Doesn't bet on his team. He's telling. Basically, I feel like God's telling me stop betting on your team, Daniel.
Well,
that's because you're really stupid odds.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't honestly handicap my own team because like it's you see things that aren't there.
Yeah,
you see things that aren't there.
Correct. You're looking at a young guy and you're sitting there, oh, he's going to be so good. He's going to be so great. Look at David Njoku. He's a matchup nightmare. He's going to be a beast. He's 6'5". He runs like a gazelle. He's going to be great. He catches 1 ball a game for 20 yards.
What's up, Jay?
What's up, Jay?
What's up?
So Sean, going back to your question before, I mean, Georgetown, they lost to West Virginia by a little bit, and I think the other one was Georgetown. Villanova. I didn't think they would even come close to beating. But West Virginia, they hung in there with an 8 or 9.
They lost the Navy.
What's up?
They lost the Navy.
That one.
There's nothing you can say. Navy's not a very good basketball team.
I know they're not a good bet. That's why.
Their 2 wins are Coppin State and UMBC.
Right.
They're winning really well in Baltimore. Is essentially what it looks like.
Yeah, they're kicking Baltimore's ass. They lost in DC to Villanova.
Yep.
And then West Virginia, they actually played a pretty close game in that one, which I was surprised at.
But is
Right now, I'm telling you, watching the first half, it's literally been steals back and forth. Both teams have been missing shots. But Georgetown has been out rebounding St. John's under the boards in that first half, and that's where the difference is right now. They're just out rebounding them.
So we look at the over 40-42. I mean, that's 80 points in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, like there's really no. These guys are just going back and forth right now. It's all transition. It's like steal, transition.
I mean, I look at St. John's, they shoot that well at all the first half, and they're down by 2.
Yeah.
They shot 37% from the field. They shot 25% from 3. I'm sorry, they're actually out rebounding Georgetown. They're actually out assisting Georgetown. They have more steals than Georgetown. You will basically wonder how in the world they're losing by 2. I mean, they get
what it looks like, man. They're getting pushed around actually under the board. So I guess the numbers say that they're out rebounding them, but when I was just watching it, it looks like Georgetown is like out muscling them in the paint.
Deontay Johnson, first down. Somebody gets a first down. Way to go, boys.
Those are the yards we need.
It's weird.
All right, what 5 opportunities do we have here? Do we just take the Pistons just because they're playing the Knicks?
Obi Toppin looks good. Did anybody watch him has anybody watched the preseason?
I told you I like Obi Toppin. I told you.
I like him too. I mean,
we talked about this already.
Good.
Obi Toppin should look good because he's a 4-year guy. I mean, he's coming out right now. It's just going to be he's going to be polished. He's not one of these guys who were drafting strictly because he's a pogo stick. And then they're like, my greatest example whenever I love a draft thing, when I read this, I turn the other way. He's a great player, great athleticism. He just needs to learn to shoot. That's
his athleticism was awesome. In the preseason game, he's like all over he's awesome just in that sense. Yeah, but it's shooting.
Yeah. It's a question, what's he going to play? Is he going to play the 3? Is he going to play the 4? If he's going to play the 3, you've drafted 3 threes in 3 years. Who's getting the
as far as my fantasy too, I sat Connor and Claypool. Sorry, Shocks. I was just thinking about it right now.
Hey man, I mean you gotta do you.
Yeah,
that's what Rich is talking about. Like for tomorrow, we see things that we don't, that you don't see, but they might not be right. But
all right,
yeah. D, who won the MMA contest?
Oh, dang it!
Shocks has got a big smile on his face. Does that mean Shocks won? Or
no,
I know my uncle didn't win.
I'm horrible at MMA.
Oh look, again, drink. Shocks, where's that beer? Drink.
Dude, what is going on?
Why are you dropping?
It's a wet. I'm sorry. I like the under big time right now. From what I've seen,
it's also a very wet and cold night. So.
He's been dropping balls for weeks.
What is
3
that?
weeks now?
There's a reason we drafted in the 3rd round.
This is legit 3 weeks now. Stop throwing to him. Like, seriously.
Appreciate that. Thanks, Keg. We would definitely accept those.
Yeah, for sure, Jay.
We should.
Awesome.
Oh.
We should look at, and I know we always say this, the Steelers start slow. I wonder what their first half team totals usually are. I haven't looked at it, but
The worst part is this: we've had 3 possessions and there's still 10.5 minutes left. At this rate, the game is going to be over sometime around 1 a.m. the next day.
Well, I mean, I'd be okay with that as long as all of our bets cash.
Are you on that? Yeah. The question is, remember, we're on the over, and it's live creeping right already close to what our number is.
Yeah, but both of these teams can score quick.
They can. Yeah. I mean, they can definitely throw it up there, and you could get points. I mean, this is not like USC and UCLA, but yeah.
That's one thing I don't understand, Ramon, is how come the Steelers have run the ball 1 time. That's kind of surprising to me. Like, I don't know if they're completely abandoning the run or what. I mean, you can't say that they can't run the ball if they're just not running the ball.
Yep. I mean, this is definitely the way it is now, but you have to run every now and then. See, but
we saw last game they used Snell a lot. Like,
Yeah, but normally teams do short passes to offset if you're not running the ball. But
Right.
eventually you throw the ball down the field because those short passes are opening up windows down in the field. When you don't even attempt that, then it's like defenses are just going to sit on you. Thanks, Ken. Already 1 a.m. in the UK. Appreciate that. I think for a moment until we get after, I mean, I know we got the winter break here, Chucks, and couldn't come at a better time. But right now, I'm only getting the Spurs, Southampton, and Leicester. Those are the only three Premier teams right now I can actually trust.
right. It's been I've been getting killed, man. I've been honestly getting killed in this.
Yeah.
Atalanta scores sometimes they don't. I was like, I don't know which Atalanta, like, and it's same roster too, but they just like they show up and they score no goals or like they score 3.
Yeah. Deontay Johnson has 12 drop passes.
He might get benched.
That's crazy. 12 drops, and that's legit. Probably like the last 4 games, maybe it feels like.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he's got 12. There's many games he's had multiple drops, but yeah, I don't remember a lot in the air, but he did drop some in the Ravens game.
In the Washington game too, he dropped.
I mean, he's not the only one dropping passes, but it seems like he's the one that's dropping them consistently.
Well, the problem is, as soon as you drop one, it becomes like a curse.
Right.
Normally, guys drop passes all throughout the game. That's going to happen. And then now, most of those sometimes are going to be difficult catches or a man on you or a bad throw. But there's a difference when you drop it and you are wide open.
Right.
Which meant your concentration is just lost and you started looking upfield before you caught the ball.
Yep.
Ken's saying I hate soccer.
Yeah, there's a difference between a drop pass that hits you in the hands in stride and, a contested catch or something like that.
Ken goes, I hate soccer. Yeah, it hasn't been a good streak for us yet.
It's funny because, well, here's the thing. If you actually look at my plays, we're not doing bad. However,
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot more than my plays.
Yeah.
I actually told myself the other
Did you
week.
take Barcelona live, by the way, today or no?
I did. You didn't see when I was saying Barcelona up 1 in the football chat?
I was like, yo, we should take Barcelona right now. Oh!
Hold on, everybody look at D.
Somebody should have caught that.
Who's he talking to?
D is obviously in a different conversation than what's going on with this game. It almost sounds as enthusiastic as his buddy called him and he's talking about the Chiefs.
Could be.
He's got like 4 people in his room right now. He's watching with them, but he's on with us.
He's got like 7 linemen in that room with him. A bunch of large men behind him.
Oh, terrible throw. Allen throws
Intercepted. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, those are my Steelers.
Let's go.
What you do?
God.
Here's my question. So
I hate cheering for the Steelers.
in the San Francisco game, it was an obvious not interception, but called it interception. They still ran to the end of the end zone and took a damn picture. And did their pose.
They're told beforehand, like, you got to do a video or something in front of that.
Only to come back and say it's not an interception. Does that mean you should run back to the end zone and go, we're stupid? All right, let's go back. All right, St. John. I took a Chucks.
Go for it. I just took the first half, so I was like, I wanted a quick 1 unit before this game. So.
Yep. So it's 9 minutes and 23 seconds. This will be the fifth possession. Sorry. And we have no point. Where are the Steelers getting the ball?
Where the Steelers getting?
Where are they getting points?
No, where are they getting the ball?
Like the 30 or something. I think they're
Their own 30?
Something like that.
Their own 30?
Yeah.
Money's people are on here.
Don't mess with me, Ramon.
Alexia, he's in a deep conversation with somebody. Right now, I basically think it's
They're probably criticizing his Chiefs right now. So he's.
I don't know, the way the emotions are coming up, it almost looks like he's doing a monologue of I almost can't say it.
What's up, Lex? That's my sister, by the way.
Okay.
She's got a
Oh,
full-
okay. We were saying hi to Lex because you were basically in complete monologue version when you could not sit there.
Yeah, no, I just
I figured
talk
you were
real
trying to
quick.
call. Yep.
No, it's fine. You do your thing.
Oh. Cleveland Indians set to finalize changing name. Are they going to be known as the Cleveland baseball team?
Yeah, that's what Yella just said.
I actually like the Washington football team. I
I
actually
think it's like right on. It just tells you what it is. The Washington.
That's what they do. Like that's what they do with soccer, like Washington Football Club, something like that. WFC. Like I was totally down with doing that exact thing. So if they want to leave it like that,
Yeah, Liverpool FC, Liverpool Football Club. Why not?
Yeah, I like the WFT. I just think it's just it's kind of catchy. You kind of go, all right.
like people are gonna make fun of it. Like people get like people traditional football people will make fun of it, but anybody that is familiar with soccer or any other sports from any other country understands like that's actually a fairly typical naming standard.
Let's go, Ben.
Yeah, there you go, Connor with a
A
run.
little run from Connor.
Except 4, maybe
Yeah.
3.5. Here comes the snow.
Here comes the snow. Establish the run. You know what? That looks like what was here earlier. It was like maybe a half an hour worth of snow. It wasn't a big deal.
All right, I'm back. My bad. Mom walked in. I had to
There you go.
real quick.
Oh, it's okay. We were at one point we were admiring all the hand gestures and the arm movements and the shoulders.
And red tails.
I like that too, Ramon.
So you're telling me I have to go back and watch that?
Yeah, you got
It was quite funny at times. It was good.
yeah.
Good. I'm glad I can put
You
on the
left
show.
the camera on, but you were acting like you didn't leave the camera on.
It is all about entertainment. So that's
I
it.
didn't think it was gonna.
But I like
Yeah.
the Washington Red Tails to honor the
But,
fame.
hey.
Okay. But what's the Tuskegee Airmen based in Louisiana?
I also like that one. I remember when they were talking about using that.
Oh wow. Hey Rich, I got some news for you.
What?
Do you want it or do you not? I mean, it's good. It's bad.
Is it about the
It
Indians?
depends where you. Yeah.
Oh,
No, well, Ramon just kind of told me, kind of, but not.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Whatever. Yeah, almost was a pickle.
I don't think this 9.5 is coming through. But again, we still have 8 minutes left.
There's a lot of time.
Name change.
What did they change it to? I'm looking right now. I can't find it.
Yeah, oh, they were. I thought they were trying to. Yep.
I don't think they have it out yet.
Yeah.
Are we next? Are the Chiefs next?
They were talking about. I don't know. I don't think so because are the Chiefs aren't an actual.
Chiefs
I mean,
can
that's
be a chief of anything, right?
Right?
Yeah.
It's not a specific
No.
tribe.
You have an arrowhead as your thing. How can that not be represented?
Well, I know Florida State actually has permission
Correct. From the
Seminoles to use them as the mascot, and I'm sure they pay for that.
You guys are making me. You guys are getting me uncomfortable right now. I don't even know the answer to that.
maybe
It hasn't been announced. Likely to reflect area community, maybe not. So Spiders was the original. That was the original name, and that was thought to be what they were going to go back to was the Cleveland Spiders, which I'm not particularly a fan of.
You guys
I
have
swear-
spiders out there?
That was the original. That was the original team name, like from
Okay.
30s or 40s or something, like back when, back before back before like the 50s, I think. But anyway, yeah, I think, I don't know, area, community, it's probably going to be something to do with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or guitars or something. That's all they want to do.
That's already been disallowed.
They just want to call us like Cleveland
disallowed?
Guitars or something.
They're talking about the Belters, the Centrals, the Municipals, and the Native Son.
Native Son?
The Mud Puppets,
Or just do Cleveland baseball.
the Kingfishers,
Oh, Lord.
the Blue Darters.
Let's get one in every sport. Something baseball team, football.
Well, I hear all of these, but what's Rich's name? Like, can we get Rich's name in there? Like, I'm sure he has a good name. That those
Yeah,
ones weren't suitable.
I'll pick the name.
The Titans,
The Cleveland, damn, that sucks.
What's trying to think? What is it? Cleveland.
Oh, fumble. Oh no.
well, guys, what we're looking at again is a punt. Why were we on punt for this game?
Like
Who would
six,
catch the first quarter?
First one to score or what?
The last game was over 7.5. Punts had to be what? There, I don't know right now why we're not taking punt on every drive.
Yeah, the Rockers were the WNBA team. Yep.
because at some point it's gotta. Whoever draws first blood is gonna break this game open.
First 1 to 10 wins.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Have we
is
had a penalty yet?
all right. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
Bills have been penalized twice, I think.
all right. I'm either going to put a kibosh in or I'm going to help us out. I'm saying next drive punt. Minus 105.
Think that's fair.
Oh,
What's the over? So the over under right now is 41.5.
yeah, we're under the teaser now because they've discovered that both these teams suck.
They do.
No, what did you say was the number, Shots?
41.5.
41. Okay.
I mean, this is right now. You might win the game because you're getting +2.
Yeah.
Well, who scores next? How about that? Let's get that bet in. Fuck.
Steelers.
Shit.
Nothing.
And like a
I mean, this is like the worst
14.
that you want to have like a live show to because I mean, right now you're looking at a score of around in the 40s, low 40s at that, if that. So you're not going to get on props. I mean, we may actually have to do something we never really do on the show. Besides me, too, took the under on Roethlisberger. Take an under live.
I feel like the Steelers. I feel like the Steelers are a couple drop passes away from being able to move the ball and score some points. I don't feel the same way with the Bills.
I think the Bills have gone too much for home run shots.
They have,
I mean,
but that's worked for them.
Yeah,
that's worked for them in their last handful of games, but they haven't been playing. They haven't been playing a defense like the Steelers in the last few games either. So, I mean, the Steelers' defense is it's injured. You know, they're not as good as they were, fully healthy. But I mean, they're still probably better than what Buffalo's played all season.
The Steelers do a good job of developing defenders. Like they don't always have big names. Like before they start, they might become big names when they I was
Right.
always like develop guys.
yeah, their developmental squad is great. I mean,
Well, and they they'll bring guys in that'll get burned for like a year, and then they just progressively get better until if they stick with them, they're there for like 2 years, and then they're really good.
Yeah.
Josh Allen live total passing yards is 264. He has 15.
I was actually going to take it was 271 before. Pre-game was 271. I was going to take the under on that as well. But
Right now, I got to think I like that. And here's once again Ben almost getting sacked, and it's actually caught.
Nice. Claypool. Did he catch it?
No.
Did it hit the ground?
Apparently. Really bad camera work. You never saw anything.
Yeah.
He even said, how did I not catch that?
These are the same routes that Tyreek Hill was doing.
Yeah, Ant, that's a good one. Golden State had that one before Cleveland did.
The Cleveland blows a 3-1 lead.
Really? Come on.
Golden State had that one
Take
before.
a shot at my Dubs now?
How is that a shot at the Cubs? It's on the Indians.
Oh no, I know. I was talking about Rich. He said the Warriors.
Somebody caught
right.
something.
Right, the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead first.
Oh yeah, well, we still got rings though.
Not all of them.
The Cleveland Chokers.
Time out.
Man,
How is that a comeback? Not all of them.
Now,
Name one good team that has all of them.
Wait a minute, Rob. You can't come in here and just attack me.
Oh.
You can't come in here and be attacking me. I am a fan of the worst franchises in any sports.
He caught it.
You can't come in here and attack me. You should sympathize.
Well, we sympathize that once again we know that you will draft another shooting guard for your NBA draft pick.
Hey, Okoro, game-winning shot yesterday.
Yeah.
Game-winning shot yesterday.
Preseason.
Well, I got a little bit of hope.
Yep.
I don't know. The game wasn't televised, so I couldn't watch it. But
so you read about a game-winning shot.
I heard about it. Heard about it.
All right.
Yeah, you're right. And that's the scariest team. I was talking about it last week. That's the scariest team that I don't want to play. The Browns. I think we finally got a coach. Dude, it's amazing. Like when you actually have a freaking coach. Don't put that up. Don't put that up on the screen.
That's named for your student industry, obviously.
Oh, guys, get on my boy Rich.
Just coming in here beating me up. I'm gonna leave.
I know.
I just got you, Rich. Everything's cool. What up, Ant? All right.
That's rough, man.
I am laughing that, of course, as soon as I take the punt the next drive, Steelers are first down.
Yep.
I love the slants and curls. That's like
Yeah, they're moving now.
they're gonna run it.
They're-
Let's go Connors, baby. Get us some yards.
And that was Jalen Samuels.
Yeah.
They look a little bit different.
Yeah, one's a little bigger.
One's got tattoos, the other just doesn't. And he looks almost white.
Yep.
All right. 48-yard line, 2nd and 7. For whatever reason, they're running clock. Samuels gets nothing.
How many guys are the Steelers missed on the O-line? I think
Right now?
Pouncey's still out.
No, Pouncey's in.
I think Pouncey's in. I think Villanueva's out, isn't he?
No, Villanueva's in. Pouncey's in. Okafor is in.
The Castro?
No, DeCastro's out. Two of them are out.
What, the books are cashing out tomorrow? I'm ready for that. I got a big one on there.
The biggest bet of my life, graded as officially a winner. Joe Biden
I'm
making it.
Yeah.
He's going deep, and this is either PEI or they're offsides. What was Ben? Does Ben think there's a flag?
No, he always calls flags. He always
Only
has
had
to
to
like.
wait. Only had to wait a month.
I mean, the way he looked
5
at the
weeks.
play, it looked like he thought there was a flag. He thought there was a free flag.
Where?
I love the Derek White.
I don't know, Ant. They could still reverse it. I've been hearing things. I've been hearing lots of things. I mean, he lost 40 lawsuits, but the 41st one, that could be the winner. That could be the one that's going to flip it around.
Yes. Yes.
We got a punt. Ring, ding, dong.
There you go. There's a punt.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ring that bell. Ring that bell. Next drive, punt. First casher of the night. There we go. Let's go, boys. That almost sounded believable. Oh. Should have been on the other. Not a fan of snow game. Let's see if the music actually works now. Check. All right. No, first cash of the night. Yeah. There we go. We're going to lose the over 9.5, but we win the punt bet. How about we come back around and we double it up? Next drive, punt.
Yo, Rich, to get those yards for the over today and Aaron Jones, like we had just enough time left where like they didn't have to kneel and they actually did have to run the ball.
Right.
Get those.
Yeah, we got a 5-yard run right in the very first play after the there. Yes, Aaron Jones was one of the guys that screwed me in that. So I mean, I looked at my prop bets in the second half and they were terrible. I hit 3 out of 4 in the Green Bay game. I hit 1 out of 4 in the Saints game. That was the game that just killed me. I was like, really? Saints decided not to play defense 1 week out of the year.
Yeah, Devonte Adams went over on his yards, 92.5. I think he had like 112.
Yeah, Adams, I hit Scantling. Scantling, they're really giving you 30 yards a game, which is terrible because they're starting to throw to him more, open up his route tree. So that's a simple, easy casher every week.
What about Troyan? They're involving Troyan now too in there, right? He gets like $2 or $3 or Tanyan. Sorry,
Tanyan. Yeah, well, Tanyan's always that close. He gets around 3 catches and then maybe gets a late catch. Like they did it was 3rd down where you thought they would just run it and then Detroit would get the ball. They did a play action and threw it to Tanyan for the first down. Oh. Yeah, if I could have that election night, I would have house-bouted Biden because my work even told me that it was going to look like Trump was winning that night, but it wasn't going to be the case. So expect a lot of turmoil. All right, just to let you know, like I said, I took punt this drive.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh, there could be a flat. No.
Yeah, that live betting was crazy on election night because I think when I went to bed, I think Biden was like plus 300 or plus 400.
Yeah, plus 270, plus 250.
And then like when I got up in the morning, he was like minus 300, and I'm like, whoa, what happened here?
I mean, it was going to be as soon as you expected. Most mail-in votes because depending on the
state,
right,
authenticity of the mail-in votes are traditionally 80% Democratic.
So I understood that. Like I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't know that my books were going to offer me live lines throughout the entire process of that.
Well, I didn't. If my book did, I would have killed because because. Be honestly, the books are stupid. They bet the game.
Yeah, I was able to hit both sides. Like I hit the Biden side election night, and then I hit the Trump side day after. So I was able to hit both sides.
Yeah.
But it was like I didn't realize that they were going to give you.
Did you guys see betting throughout the Bernie predicted what would happen? He was like, he's like, all the Democrats are going to send in their votes. All the Republicans are going to do it in person. And then it's going to start out. The Republicans will look like they're winning. And then all the mail-in votes will come in later. Like he literally called it. That was going to be the process. What was going to happen.
Yeah.
That was the thing that was like, they're like, well, we can't believe that all these mail-in votes are Democratic. And it's like, dude, you've literally been telling people not to vote by the mail. Like, you've been telling people don't vote through the mail. So how did you think they were not going to vote? It's a comedy. It's a comedy.
It's also interesting, but just think about it in general. Regardless, I mean, I do everything by mail now, right? I order everything on Amazon. I really want to leave, right?
Right.
To buy like food.
Right.
Why would I want to leave to go stand in a line to do a thing? I can just do it on a piece of paper or on a computer and just order it or send it in. I'll do that. I mean, that's what it's 2020 now. That's what people do.
Because
Exactly.
that's called hermitsy.
Put that up on the screen, Fox. Rob's got it right. All those dead liberal votes. I seen all them dead people voting. I seen them all. I talked to them.
Oh, they're running a screen. Gabriel Davis, can he get away? No, he loses a yard.
That shit's a fucking shit show. Gosh, dang it.
We are not getting any points in this game. This is not.
I don't think so.
Oh, I blew off that teaser a long time ago.
I'm gonna
Thanks
say,
for letting us know, Sean.
I've been telling you every time the number is going to be lower than our teaser number. The number is going to be lower than our teaser number. What am I betting each possession?
I'm gonna say that like this game is gonna become on a turnover. Somebody's gonna turn it over. There's either a fumble or an interception, like in the other person's on the other guy's side, and that's gonna be like where the score is gonna come. I don't think anybody's gonna drive down 80 yards.
I feel like both of these
first quarter bet.
Both of these teams are feeling the pressure of this game right now.
Yeah.
And if you have to ask me which team I would pick to kind of win in a pressure game, I would still say the Steelers.
Yeah, and Ben's been in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you put it the exact way they'd say. I can't stand either one. I'm still shocked that we come out to the end and we're voting on these two idiots.
100%.
One who has basically the competency level, which I think in 2 years, and you're going to hear it probably in a year and a half, that the Republicans start questioning his competency.
Right.
Worst comes to worst, then when Kamala Harris would be present. I'll deal with Biden versus her. But
the guy's just a dickhead.
And the other guy's an absolute moron, where it's times you're like, okay, what he said had some purpose, and then he went off the rail. It was like, all right, well, that made sense to save money and from an economy standpoint, but now you're just seems to be cuckoo. So like, but again, why do we vote on 2? Well, let's get this down to 5 or 6. Give me somebody that I can actually like.
Bring back the wig.
If everybody that said that they didn't like either one of them voted for a third-party candidate that they liked, then the third-party candidate would win. Because nearly everybody you talk to says, I don't like either one of these two. And yet some people are guilted into voting for one of them.
Well, because one of them inflames your personal feelings, and then so you get all riled up.
But you're voting against somebody rather than voting for somebody.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. That's what's happened.
That's what all this election was about.
Right.
I think
I'm going to put a moratorium of 5 more minutes on the political talk.
we could get off it. I don't know.
What happened was Ant rolled in the chat, and then we got rolling on politics.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's always Ant who starts the.
Always Ant. Ant lights the political fire, and then that's what happens. Here we are.
And he goes then.
He's got my precious here.
There's that little waterfall, D.
Dang, that thing is little.
Oh man, that snow machine's kicking out there.
Damn, that's coming down hard.
It looks like a snow machine for really though.
How do the TV how do they decide to block that out?
Folks, what we're gonna have again is they didn't call this a phone.
No, it's not.
Come on.
Because it's coming out, right?
His arm is moving forward. terrible throw. Sledden hits him before.
So when they show those shots of the snow or whatever coming down, I mean it is snowing a little bit, but I mean those are long shots. That's why it looks like it's snowing more than what you actually.
Ooh, that
might be a fumble.
That's actually a fumble. It was hit before his arm was coming forward. No, I guess it didn't.
Well, this is going to be stupid by the Bills because the Bills are going to get a.
That's a fumble. That's a fumble.
Yeah, that is definitely a fumble.
No,
it was out of his hand before his hand was coming forward.
Yeah, they pull a Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. Tyreek.
Sean's is betting punt every single one right now.
Well, we've hit 2 times in a row. What are we going to do? We're going right back. There's no way that should have hit because that was 100% a fumble.
Yeah, that was definitely a fumble.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Steelers get a field goal here.
Oh, he's going field goal at plus 400. My punt thing is not going through.
Hit it.
No, there it went through.
Because they know it's going to be a field goal.
I mean, they got a decent field position. This could be a field goal. This is not too bad. Actually, no. Okay, this is at the 20. I thought it was at the 35. All right, so we've got a 0-0 game, 14-41, first quarter at nothing. I think we have 2 first downs the entire game.
Here we go. Claypool. Oh, man.
Imagine under 280 right now in the Roethlisberger.
The guy's hands were on his waist when he was going up. That's pass interference. It's holding him down.
Holding him down. Are you really going with that crap?
No, I'm just trying to.
It is funny sometimes when you bet on a game and how you look at it. You go, yes, of course, because I saw that this way, and it had to be this way because that's what I needed. And even though it was clearly, yeah.
So, real quick, can we talk about how shady it was that the Dolphins kicked that field goal?
Yeah, that was
no. That's the right thing to do.
That's the right thing to do.
It's the same thing.
I mean, it's the right thing to do if you're holding a Dolphins.
No, it's the
right thing.
You don't have enough time to sit there and go. The mistake is when coaches try to score there and end up basically scoring and then having 12 seconds left for an onside kick. Well,
it was only 20 seconds. It was only 20 seconds to begin with.
Correct. You kick the field goal. You win the onside kick. You have a chance to make one throw, and you throw the Hail Mary to.
You just tell everybody they lost their tickets.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a play I would make if I was holding a Dolphins plus 7.5 ticket.
I bet on the spread on my own team. Then when I see that type of situation, I'd be like,
well, it goes down to what Shocks was saying in the game when they got it down there. Instead of running the ball 2 times and losing 7 yards with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you could have just ran your normal offense and just told Mahomes, don't risk making a throw. But if a guy's wide open, throw it to him and let's try to score here and end the game.
So I do agree. I do agree that the Dolphins kicking the field goal was probably that was the right call.
Detroit did the same thing, by the way.
It was the right call in that situation. But what I don't agree with is that most coaches aren't going to make that call. I mean, you rarely ever see anybody.
The smart coaches do. As soon as you go over range, you middle. Yes, the idiots who are trying to sit there and say, "Well, I'm never going to get down here again." So, no, you take the field goal right there, and then because the game's still going to come down to an onside kick. So let's go do the onside kick with the most time we have there, and let's see what happens.
It makes sense. I'm just saying that you rarely see coaches do what happened there, which was kick a field goal on second down.
Yep. So Juju's the only one to have 2 catches. Oh, there's a run here. We might lose this punt bet. But I hit the last 2, so this is just free money. Right now.
Oh, they got snow in there now. Get that guy out. Come on.
It's been snowing. Snow. Thought you said it's snowing. Like it's been snowing all game.
Get that guy out of there. The Bills and the Dolphins become good, but the Jets are still an embarrassment. Yeah, because it's Adam Gase is one of the Jets are an embarrassment.
And I hate
Don't worry, Adam Gase got
It's a team from flourishing.
the seal of approval for another year. Because they're going to wait till he gets his quarterback. He's going to get Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence is going to say, really?
Sure.
Give me that. We're a package deal.
Let's go, boys.
I do think if Clemson wins the national championship, Dabo leaves.
You think so?
At this point, doesn't get old being in the national championship game every single year.
I guess, man. You want to do something else?
Yeah, you want to challenge yourself. I mean, that's what Saban did for a time being. That's what every Miami coach did.
Yeah, I mean, like Saban, but then he failed. Chip Kelly failed.
Butch Davis failed. I mean, they all failed. Erickson failed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this is a catch. It's not a catch, folks. You know what that means? If they don't go for it here, we're going to hit 3 times in a row.
Punting.
Is that a punt or what?
Not yet. We haven't seen Ben run off the field, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a punt.
Yeah, they're not showing nothing because they know they're going to punt.
Oh.
Yes, folks. We're going to go back to the well again.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Let's hope they pin him. Pin him really. Pin him at
Ring that bell. Ring that bell. We find ways to win. We're not winning on our normal bets. The game didn't go the way we want. The snow came. We're finding ways. And that's what we do here on this show. Sometimes your pre-game bet is not going to work, so you got to find another way to make money. We made money.
Again?
3 times. Punt. There's no reason not to. Until they start juicing it.
Why not?
So 3 times in a row. Let's go back to the well. 4 times. They've got the ball at the 15-yard line. So we're going to go right back to it. We're going to take punt for the 4th time in a row. Oh, I was a little worried at the Steelers because that was 4th and 3. That could have been a spot where you attempted to go for it, and Ebron dropped the ball. I mean, I actually think the weather is playing huge.
I think so too.
Anything over 30 right now, I'd take the under. I don't see any way. I don't see either team really doing anything. I think the Steelers are the only team that looks like that has a shot. But as soon as I say that, we're going to get a 60-yard bomb here from Allen to somebody.
Well, he's pinned deep into 10, so I don't know what the Bills are going to do here. They're probably more conservative, try to run it, get it out, get some space.
I mean, they haven't done anything, but yeah, I mean, they need to start going to a shorter passing game here, getting Diggs more touches and grabs, screens out to Singletary, Allen quarterback run. I mean, the live total is 35.5.
Yep.
I mean, the total band, if you want to take 21 to 30, is plus 260. 0 to 20 points is 5 plus 550.
Yeah.
That's got some value, especially if you end up with 0 points in the first half.
I just don't see. Yeah, I mean, like I don't see 14 points in this first half. Maybe 10. Maybe.
From what
even if you get 10 in this first half, I don't see them getting 25 in the second.
It would not shock me if we get 7 points.
Yeah.
I mean, this break here. The ball at the 5-yard line. The way they're playing, yeah. I mean, Theo Walcott looks like he's got a rejuvenation ant. They're playing really good. They're playing really tight defense in the back. And they're finding ways to score, even without Ings.
They're leading, right? They're leading the Premier League right now. I think. Are they in first or no? No, they're in third, I think.
They've bounced back and forth.
I think Tot is leading, right?
Right now in your Premier League standings, you have Tottenham up ahead. They're tied with Liverpool. Leicester and Southampton are right there, third and fourth. My guess, no, because I still think City comes in there. We've mentioned that before. I think they get a top 5 spot. I think Everton possibly battles out for a top 5 spot. I think Chelsea has too much firepower there. I mean, Southampton needs to make sure they put some distance. I mean, that's one thing in soccer. You're like, oh, we're in 4th place and Man United's in 8th place. Well, they're separated by 3 points, which is 1 win. Hey, we got a first down. That's a big play.
That pissed me off.
Three first downs in yoga pose.
Yeah, every time I see the Spurs, I'm like, are we talking basketball? And then I have to think, like, oh, yeah. Tottenham.
You're learning. It's okay. You're learning.
Hey, I'm learning big. I've learned a lot, actually. This shout out to y'all.
So Columbus won that MLS, huh?
Columbus, yeah. 3-0.
City of Champions.
It was going to be Seattle Columbus weeks before it actually happened. And like we said, and we talked all the way in the very first tournament. Oh, is it a catch?
No, that ain't a catch. I thought Seattle was pretty heavy favorite, so no.
Well, Seattle was the returning champions. But like I said, even before, you never there. But even back to when we had the first Orlando tournament, we were big on Columbus Crew then. That was where I told you guys to take Seattle, and we took Columbus Crew as the other team. So I wasn't too shocked. I was shocked by the score. I wasn't shocked they won. Anytime Zellerin played for Columbus Crew, they won. He's a European guy. He was just better than right now. Everything. Oh, is that a fumble? It is.
Yeah.
Dang, we lose our bet.
Woo!
We lose our bet. We don't get 4 in a row.
I told you a turnover will be the reason why the score will happen first. It'll be one of these teams would have
I
turned
still
it
want
over.
to see if this actually hits the ground. This might be an incomplete pass.
I think this is a pick.
No, it's a here you go. He catches it. He makes a football move, and then it gets busted out.
Never hit the ground.
Hey, did he?
It never hits the ground though, so it's not an incomplete pass. I thought it
never hit the ground.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if
Either
it's
way,
a
it's
complete or
turnover.
not. It never hit the ground.
Yeah.
Well, it matters for fantasy people.
Yes,
Well,
it matters whether this is an interception.
I wonder if that's going to be ruled an interception or a fumble.
And that's the boy Sutton, same guy who made the
Interception, please.
That's the Steelers defense.
All right,
Yeah.
there's 3 minutes and 39 seconds left. St. John's is up by 1.
Yeah, that one's gonna come down. That one's gonna be a sweat fest for you. They've been going back and forth.
What's a football move? The world may never know. How many licks does it take to get to the center?
It's like a Euro stat, but it's like
All right, let's get something. Maybe we can get a Connor anytime touchdown here.
what's the difference between a Euro step and a travel?
I really don't know why you haven't thrown to anybody else but Juju. He's the only one catching the ball. He fumbles.
Nice run by oh my God!
Connor fumbles it right back to Buffalo.
No.
No, they were
No, Steelers.
Yeah, they
got it.
No, you got it.
Good
Yeah, you got it.
Lord.
Whoa. Fucking Connor. Tomlin's like,
On the bench.
damn right.
Who else picks it up? Juju, the only guy with hands in this game.
The only guy who's
He's got multiple catches and the only guy with hands. Look at Juju. Boom. Look at that.
Hey, if
Pick it
you
up.
need a fumble recovery, he's there. He's right there. He's on it.
He's the only guy to catch the ball, too. I don't know why you don't.
yeah, he's the only one who is really catching the ball.
Well, Claypool isn't getting any high value targets. He's getting jump balls.
Well, I mean, again, but that's
Oof.
some of Claypool, I think, is a little overrated. I think
I'm
he's
gonna take Juju.
Got 10
anytime.
touchdowns.
still think he's young, and
He's a
he
rookie.
makes plays. Yes,
He's gonna be good though. I think.
I think he'll be good.
but if
I
you
like.
Claypool's going to be DK Metcalf next year, and I'm going to say no chance.
All of these
Who's
receivers will
comparing
go.
DK Metcalf?
All of these receivers will go as far as Ben Roethlisberger, and then when Ben Roethlisberger is gone, these receivers are no more.
But Ben's got what? One more year?
One more year, probably.
Touchdown!
Touchdown.
James Washington, the big score. Remember the big anytime touchdown. Good value. Didn't call it out as a play, but we called it and said, I'd rather take this. It has value.
Nice. I think I'm actually itching a little bit that I'm cheering for a Steelers touchdown, but
you feel weird inside.
I think I'm burning. I think there's a burning maybe.
It's like Sean rooting for Florida.
Right.
It's like Sean rooting for the Gators.
We don't root for the Gators. The Gators let me down already this week.
Speaking of the Gators, I had no idea that they lost that game to LSU over that shoe throw.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That is freaking crazy.
Yes, it's like what moron. I mean, that's where you just want to take the guy and just go, what do you think?
Who throws a shoe? Who throws a shoe? Literally. He took the dude's shoe and just chucked it down the field.
You lose because you were stupid. St. John's up by 5. Let's go, boys. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes. Let's go, Johnnies. Let's go, Johnnies. Let's go, Johnnies.
Like, he literally could have ran off the field with that dude's shoe and nobody would have noticed. Like, nobody would have known it.
Correct. There would have been no flag. Just right in front of the ref. You can't just go, look. You go chase it.
I think it was the Steelers Washington game where they had the kick and Alex Smith took the ball. Like, he grabbed the ball and ran off the field with the ball. And the time ran out and they didn't
ball. And they gave him a timeout.
Yeah.
They couldn't find the kicking ball.
Yeah. So just take it with you. Just run off the field and take it with you and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had."
You know what that kind of reminds me of when the Patriots had their undefeated season and they came into Baltimore and they were playing Baltimore. Baltimore was up. That was when McNair was quarterback that night. And I remember Tom Brady was like marching down the field. There was a couple penalties called on the Ravens, and they were getting pissed. And I remember they just kept getting flags. So at one point, was it Bart Scott? It might have been Bart Scott or like Suggs. They picked up the ref's flags and they threw it right back at the ref. Yeah, and then they got another flag for it. One of the funniest things I've ever seen, dude, like 15 yards.
But where did Bart Scott go to school?
Bart Scott?
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good guess. It's completely false.
If you're asking me, I'm sure it's wrong.
Your neck of the woods. Their mascot is a.
It's a what? You're
on mute.
You're mute.
Their mascot is a European dog.
European dog.
A European dog. English bulldog?
No.
Oh.
Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois is correct. It's a Saluki. Bart Scott is a Saluki.
You used to love that team too last year, remember?
See,
It's my father's alma mater.
I wouldn't have. I would have believed that Shocks didn't Google that until I saw his fingers like this.
I was looking up the
especially when they with Southern Illinois, which there's no S in Illinois.
Illinois.
The S is silent.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go. Do we go back to the well here?
I remember.
Minutes in a second? Jesus.
I forget what year. It was. I think it was maybe 2010, where Green Bay. I think Green Bay won the Super Bowl, and they were like a 6 seed. They were a wild card, I think, that year, and they won the Super Bowl. And I think there was one year where the Steelers were maybe like a 6 or something. Like they played all road games. throughout the entire playoffs, and they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, Allen, he fumbles the ball.
Again?
He fumbled. Yep. Steelers ball.
No,
No?
it's picked up by the right guard.
Yeah, I think the right guard got it.
I think we need to review it. I think it was a Steelers. The Steelers picked it up.
The guy in the red jacket, red, came up with the ball.
I'm playing against Josh Allen. I need negative 2.
You know, I say, just wash it out. Hey, wash it out with this. Just wash it out.
What the crap do you mean wash it out?
We're drinking over here. You gotta wash it out. Whatever happened. Flush it.
All right. I'll be right back. I gotta check out what my family's doing.
You don't even drink like that. So.
Oh, he throws it up. He's got him.
Damn! Diggs!
Yeah. No.
Oh, it's Davis.
That wasn't great.
He caught it. He caught it.
Oh, was he out of bounds?
Yeah, he caught it in.
1, no.
No, he's out of bounds.
1, no. It's a great college catch.
Yeah, he's still in that college mentality. That's what it is.
All right, what do we got going?
If the Bills do tie this up, I will double down
There
on
goes
it.
Josh Allen. He's not making 18.
How did everyone right by him?
See if you guys can guess what's going to come. A punt.
Did you take it this time too?
I did.
I'm cash.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like,
I didn't call it as a play, but I did take it.
should we do it again?
Diggs
How
would
many
have-
times have
No,
you
because
taken-
you got to see where the punt is. They're going to have good field position.
How many times have you taken the under so far? I see your hand clicking over there.
About 4 times. We're at 38.5. We just jumped up to 40 on the one touchdown. I was like, oh, you're going to go to 40. Yeah, because we really think there's going to be more points scored this game. I do think the Steelers are moving the football. So I wouldn't do it when the Steelers have the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be more in time right now to get a field goal here than there. Is Boswell back or is it the other kicker?
Boswell.
Yeah, Diggs would have definitely toe tapped that, but
Yeah, I
Diggs
agree.
is a lot smaller.
St. Bernard School, St. Bernard.
Steelers are minus 3.5 now. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I don't mind taking that as well. It's a
I
live
just
line.
haven't seen anything from the Bills. Mr. Nobody.
Actually, looks like a pretty good movie. Better Call Saul.
I'm going to say that there's probably going to be a couple more turnovers in this one, Rich.
Oh, yeah.
I hope a couple more by Josh Allen. I got to check my fantasy game. I haven't had the heart to check it yet.
I didn't do fantasy this year. Well, because I didn't know because the COVID thing it was just too much to stay up on. It was already too much to stay up on when you didn't have that, right?
Right.
Check out the injuries or whatever, but now it's like every week someone's missing from COVID or injuries were just a lot more because nobody had like a preseason.
Well, my opponent's total live projection is down to 117, and I'm at my live projection's at 114. He's got Josh Allen and Cole Beasley, and between those two, he has 4 points. So if Josh Allen can go ahead and like maybe fumble the ball a few times, throw an interception. I text my buddy during the Dolphins game today, and he's a Dolphins fan, and I'm like, why is Tua still in this game? And then, like, when the game was over, I'm like, I take back that statement.
Yeah, he turned it up towards the end.
Yeah, he did.
The flow of things. He's moving the ball. Everybody now.
Side tight release there, and basically because Ben Roethlisberger looked off that safety, there was almost no way to believe that he was going to go to the post. You had to believe you're going to the corner because that's where all the extra field was. Yes, they made it work. That's really well designed.
Let's go.
Yeah, this Connor Rushmore is not looking good.
Oh, no, he was down. Yeah, get out of here, Buffalo.
He doesn't look like he's. I don't know. The Steelers can't run the ball. He can't run the ball like at all.
Well, if you watch Connor, he looks like he's having trouble holding the ball because every time, like even when he's going down, you see him like trying to cradle it, like to not get it, not have it fall out.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I'm afraid he's going to put the ball on the ground again.
Right. He hasn't traditionally been a guy that's got fumbling problems. I don't think.
Back in.
Oh, are they
Went straight for the ref. He went for his head. He was going for the ref's head. I thought he was going to tackle him. I thought it was a straight on hockey goalie types, Yo,
this guy's like, wait, what did I do, bro? You were like holding you. Everybody saw you were holding him back.
You tripped that fool.
Yeah, dude, he's dirty. He stuck the shit out. Yeah.
Oh man, he was off.
I mean, that was.
Maybe not. Actually, no, that was actually
I don't know. That was
actually pretty cool.
Not a whole lot. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot there.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Yeah. Can you challenge pass interference calls now?
No, I don't think so.
No, they will not allow you to.
Oh, they picked it up.
They came to an agreement. Yeah. Home field advantage.
Even Ben was like, nah, bro.
What happens is because they get together and they look up the stadiums that have big screens, the refs watch the screen and then they make the decision right there.
They watch the screen, really? You think so?
In the stadium, they don't go to the little thing. I'm saying it's like when they all huddle together, it's because they're not actually talking about it. They're actually looking at the TV, but they're trying to pretend like they're huddling about it.
You think that happens?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we just watched it right now, and we just saw that.
I've been to a lot of games. I don't know how your jumbotron works and all that, like where it's at. But that's crazy to think that they wait, and that's why they're waiting so long to call the PI. Is that they're looking at the call?
Oh, well, I don't think they wait.
All right, what did I miss?
PI call that wasn't a PI call, and the refs got it, but I was hoping that they didn't.
So let me guess, they punted?
They punted, yeah. That's the 10th punt already, they said.
Yeah. I mean, if you were on punts, you just basically cashed.
Yeah, I mean, the punt was probably 8.5, 9.5.
Connor honors his teammate rushing for 1 yard. All right. Bills don't have anything going here. Uh-oh. Pressure. He dropped it.
Oh.
Gabriel Davis is used to playing in Orlando.
Does Diggs have a target yet?
No, I don't think he does.
I mean, I've seen Davis dropping balls, and I've seen Beasley making a couple receptions. I don't think I've seen Diggs get anything.
Diggs has one catch.
His one catch?
I don't know if he has more targets than that, but I know he has one catch.
Who's shadowing him that he's not getting the ball?
Well, Hayden's out, right?
Yeah, Hayden's out.
There's Diggs again. Diggs again.
There he is.
Diggs still running.
Oh, take it to the house, baby. Come on.
How did he get out of that?
Good though.
Diggs has 2 catches now.
That was really good. For sure.
Just had to call it out, I guess.
And this is just like very terrible tackling.
Straight bumper boats. And
Bumper
shit.
cars, hell yeah.
Fuck it.
Remember that shit, Family Fun Center? All the boats?
Family Fun Center, yeah, Boomers now, right?
Right.
Or this nice shit closed.
Never
down.
even went when it was Boomers. It was always Family Fun Center.
Yeah, man, this shit was smack.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
There we go. Buffalo's got something going. Will they get any point before the end of the half?
Yeah, it'll be 7.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tie game.
You know what I did? I think I did tail Ron on that Steelers first half. So I would prefer if Buffalo did not score here.
The Red Storm missed a shot at the end of the game. They lose by 2.
I actually took Georgetown live at plus 130. When you said you were taking St. John's, but when you told me they were up by 5, I actually circled back and I bet Georgetown.
I looked at that and I was like, I think they're going to make a run. And I was like, no, they didn't.
So now I just need the Steelers to come through.
There's Diggs' 3rd catch. There we go. Did it stop snowing?
No, I think it's still done.
There's Diggs' 4th catch,
Wow.
but there's a flag.
They finally realized he's a really good receiver and they should throw to him.
They figured out that he's their best receiver after I said that.
There's a flag.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Actually, I don't think the game is over.
No?
No. I'm getting 1 second, and they're saying giving him 1 second in the ball.
It's never over till it's over. It's what I always hate it when people are like, yo, there's like 2 minutes left. My team's down by 5. It's over. I'm like, no, it's not.
So 0.9 seconds. St. John has the ball.
She knows after it's on.
You can catch and shoot. Down 2. I do love when they say, what do you call here? Basket. That's what I call.
Yeah, there's 0.9 seconds. Okay. There it is. They're inbounding.
Yeah, another timeout.
Another timeout, so you're going to have to wait. Suspense is building.
Anything on this USC Stanford game?
I have USC winning. I think Ramon has Stanford, though. Somebody said Stanford in the past. It was either Ramon or...
Anybody know what the penalty was besides Josh Allen taking out his own man? But it was called on Pittsburgh. Inquiring minds want to know if that Diggs catch counts.
Smith-Schuster, 4 receptions, 45 yards. James Washington, 1 reception, 19.
Yeah, because he's the man. He's Schuster. Diggs has got 3 catches for 38. I think they're taking away his 4th catch.
Probably.
Live total is 37.5. Pittsburgh Lives is minus 2.5. Do the Bills punch it in here? That's the question.
The Steelers have actually been pretty good at red zone. Like when it's
Yeah. Boy, does this look like a high school gym?
Yeah. Oh, did you turn it on too?
Yeah.
They're actually on the side of their own the basket. They need to make it. Oh, damn.
Yep. 0.9. Here comes the
Oh,
flip screen. Oh, he's underneath the basket. He makes it. It's good, folks. We're going to overtime. It is not over. The battle between Shocks and the Shawns are still raging on. It's going to be 88-88. The Red Storm proves that. Here we go. Nice little slip screen. Comes back around, gets the ball, seals him, pins him in. The point guard pins his man underneath the basket.
Yeah, you pinned his own man. Couldn't move.
All right, we are at the 2-minute warning. And there we are all set. We are fired up. The Red Storm say, don't count us out. We're taking that Shocky bet and throwing it away.
Always say it's not over till it's over.
All right, Buffalo's got the ball at the 16. D is still drinking. All is right in the world.
Patrick, you doesn't look.
My wife got some FU 2021 wine. So my daughter came in to town and they're down there drinking FU 2021 wine.
That's awesome.
So we've been Christmas shopping for them because in my wife's school, there's 8 families that lost their mother, students that lost their mother or their father. So we're working, soliciting, trying to find ways to basically get donations and things like that to make sure they have a good Christmas. So, yep.
That's nice.
That's what we've been doing for the last week. So right now, my downstairs looks like an Amazon warehouse with everybody just buying things from Amazon off the wish list. And then we're storing them in these giant totes that we're going to give to kids.
Nice.
So, yep. Oh, Diggs drops it. And he slips.
Mickey Nelson was on Diggs.
Do the Bills get a touchdown? I think they get a field goal here.
I think they got a field goal too.
Did you see that catch that A.J. Brown made today?
Yeah. I had his over yards, so I was on everything he did.
So did I, but that was just an unreal catch. I mean, the only catch that was better was Xavier Howard's.
Yeah, that was a crazy catch.
They're not getting. Oh, that's going to be pass interference.
And that was really the play that changed the game.
Did you see how terrible everybody that plays quarterback for Jacksonville is?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know here's what couldn't get me. All right. You're down 20, 30 points, whatever. You're not winning, but yeah, you still want to throw and you want to do all kinds of things. But you sprinkle in a run. Robinson was getting 8, 9, 12, 47 running the ball. And then you turn around and let Minshew through. And at one point, he literally had 3 incompletions, then a Robinson first down run. 3 incompletions, then a Robinson first down run.
Right.
After a while, stop throwing the damn ball and just give it to Robinson.
I watched Minshew throw.
He was terrible.
I think he missed.
Yeah, it's a red one.
Charge 3 times, like 5 yards out of bounds, out of the end zone, three times in a row. Looked like it was the same damn play.
Yep. All right, so Steelers are minus 2.5. To me, that's always a golden number. I don't know why if you're on the Steelers on that, I don't know how you don't nibble on that.
Holding Buffalo to a field goal there was big.
Yeah, it was huge.
Because you still also gave yourself a minute 42 to possibly get some more points here.
Yeah, they're gonna go for points
Just
here.
just don't
Turn it
give it
over.
to the Bills, get the ball back.
And eventually, the snow
And the
is going to
Steelers
let
get the
up.
ball first, right?
Looks like the snow stopped now. Unless the camera's still hiding it when it's looking at the sideline, but I don't think so.
The Johnnies by 4. Let's go, boys. We got big Uncle Mo. There's a game I'm trying to take for soccer, but I'm just kind of waiting live to see it drop a little bit. But I'm going to be on Club Leon in Legal MX Championship.
Oh, it's the championship now for the Mexican League?
Yeah, that's what they've been playing.
I haven't been paying attention to that.
Well, if you want Georgetown, right now they're plus 185, down 4.
I have them plus 130. Now it's 90-92. They're catching up. But they always close.
Oh, it's basketball. They made a basket. Catching up. Minute 38. They lose. They gain 4 yards.
Oof.
Jaden Samuel.
Yeah, where was he last week? Did he play in that Washington? I didn't see him in Washington.
He did a couple times, but not.
I think they just like got rid of him after.
It was primarily Snell.
Snell and McFarland.
Big Ben. Who else did you throw to Eric Ebram? First down.
Nice.
Let's go.
Big Ben loves the tight ends.
Give us a chance. I'm not sure I'd yell Big Ben loves the tight ends.
Like Heath Miller was like his boy, man. It used to be his safety net.
Oh, that's what she said.
Stormy already wrote about him in her book.
Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he was at the casino with Trump. He actually tried to first get like he followed her to her room, and he tried to like come in to smash, and she was like, "Nah, like you're not getting in here." So then he left, and then he came back down, and Donald went up and like paid whatever, like 20.
I'm not sure I would call Stormy Daniels having a tight end.
Oh, yeah, I should have.
Don't like that. Don't like that. Hey, did you hear they wrote a book about me? Yeah. Which one?
Came out. It was like big on the Steelers. They were asking like, what about like? And it's like, yo, I was 22 hanging out in like a Nevada casino. I mean, a porn star. Of course, I tried out.
I was waiting for Rich to finish the joke.
No, don't like that. Just
I will say he's basically been on a separate call for half the show.
I got my boy over here, man. Shit, that was a little.
Another call.
We don't even know.
Hey, so what was that?
Rich was talking about Ben likes tight ends.
no, that was shocks.
Scott was talking about how Ben likes tight ends.
Oh, that's one Ben. Loves his tight ends.
That's what I was Did Heath Miller just go away, or did he ever change team?
No, he just retired, I think.
He gets old. Yep. Johnny's by 1. It's going to come down to the end here. 31 seconds.
Comes down to who doesn't.
Oh, no.
Oh, baby, go!
That's not what we wanted.
He throws a pick 6.
Points up, baby. Get some more points up there. Let's get some more points. Go in.
They were cold now. They're warm. It's like
No, it's hot now.
It's like NFL again.
Pick 6.
That is not what we needed to happen. Hey, remember when I said just don't turn the ball over?
Yeah.
I meant just don't turn the ball over like at all. God.
Rich, are you got the Steelers money line?
I had the Steelers money line on the first half.
Hoyas tie the game.
Is that the free throw line? One more.
33 seconds.
Free throws.
He just missed that extra point.
Oh my gosh.
He just missed that extra point.
Ha. Yeah, what's up
Hey,
with
you
that?
It's been all day.
That's my kicker.
There's a 3-second difference between the clocks right now. So
94-93 takes a terrible three.
yeah, that was horrible. They're not
10
gonna.
seconds foul. What are you doing?
You have to foul him.
No, that's not shooting. You should never get that.
That's brutal.
Got a plus 185. I should have thought my way out.
Oh, he barely missed it.
By the way, Club Leon just scored.
That's brutal, Rob. I mean, that kills a lot of people. That sucks, man.
Oh, he took the first half under 14.5.
I feel like the Bills right now are going to go into halftime and just start hitting each other. They're already hot. They're hot.
All right.
I mean,
lead. Let's see if the Johnnies are going to shoot a shot that's actually
I
relevant.
think it's gonna tie it up.
the Steelers have dominated this entire first half, and they're still going to go into halftime losing.
Yep.
Classic.
Can't make that throw.
No, that was a bad throw.
By the way, I still don't think he's going to get 280.
You still don't think he's gonna get 280, or you think he is?
I don't think he's going to get
Who,
280.
Roethlisberger?
Yes.
He's got 100 right now. Probably not. I mean,
No,
I
he
wouldn't think so.
It's live is still 271 though.
Is it really?
I just don't see why he would throw for 171 yards in the second. I mean,
the Bills aren't scoring on offense, right?
Yep. It's not like you're out of this game.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
it's
have-
Point game.
like
The
there's
Bills
no
move the
fast
ball.
tempo. Like there's no need to be in a rush. You know,
Yeah.
and they moved the ball on one drive. The Bills did and got a field goal.
yeah.
So, I mean, at least the Steelers have been able to move the ball pretty much almost every drive, at least a few first downs.
13 seconds, 12 seconds. Are they actually even going to run a play? Why are you running a play?
Just for a chance to get a turnover.
No, because he's gonna. Okay, good. I was gonna
But
say
live-
he can't throw another interception.
Yeah, another pickle. That'd be great for fantasy. Another pickle. We just get pickled out. All right, the live total is 40.5.
Oh, the Stanford USC game is postponed. So many people had COVID.
No.
Some of those kids went partying after that USC big win the other night.
There was another game that was canceled for that today. I think either UIC or
There goes 6 seconds.
SIU or something like that.
And they fell.
Oh yeah, makes sense. It's kind of risky, but I guess you think that's the right move in that situation, Sean, to foul when you're up by
Yeah.
3? I feel like not all teams do that though.
Well, as long as you can make sure he can't shoot the three and his body is going backwards, so he's not going to shoot the three. You foul. You make it a 1-point game. They're going to foul you again, but again, you're going to allow time to come off the clock again, and then you just go down and shoot the free throws again, and all you're doing is trading backwards. And he missed it.
Oh,
He got the
wow.
rebound, and it was blocked. It was sent home.
He was fouled. Wow, that big guy. You made up for what you did last time.
They get the offensive rebound. He thought he could go straight up with it, and
That was a good block, though. Very good.
that was a great block. That's just You've got 3 seconds. You better make sure that's there. If that's not there, there's no reason. I mean, you got 2 guys standing right there. You had a guy right behind you. Do the kick out. He had an open shot. All right, let's look. What are we looking at second half? I mean, you're still close in the teaser. It's fluctuating between 39.5 and 40. There's nothing that you've seen. I mean, still Georgetown has to hit both of these free throws, but if they hit both of these free throws, I mean, really, you look at this game, it should have been 7-3.
96-94?
Is one pick six changing your outcome on who you think's winning this game?
No, because like what Rich was saying is that, the Steelers have pretty much been driving and controlling the game. It's just that why is it 96-94? Was it 96-95?
No, it's 94 because he missed the second free throw. So Dante Harris misses the first one, and he hits the second one. So now they got 2 seconds, but this isn't NBA. You don't get to get it out halfway through the court. So now you got to throw it the length of the court, dribble 2 seconds, throw up a 3, and send it to double overtime. Here comes the screen. Here comes the terrible pass. And boy, did St. John lucky.
That was almost an interception there by the Hoyas.
Yep. Now they get the ball at half court. Throwing in, can't run the baseline at all. It's a really terrible angle on the throw-in, though.
You have to throw backcourt and kind of get it.
Oh, he got it. And he puts it up.
Nope.
And it does not go. And Shaq wins, and I lose. That's the story of the game there. All right, second half. Rich, what are we looking? Are you just staying pregame on the Steelers and sticking with it? Technically, you're still winning that bet.
Yeah. Let me see what my lines are.
They should be games talking about Stanford USC.
Second half totals 23.5.
Michigan State and all.
So that's basically 3 touchdowns and a field goal in the second half. Like I said,
we think there's 4 scores.
I think there's going to be a couple more turnovers in this game, and those turnovers are what's going to lead to the scoring. But it's not going to be like driving down and scoring.
I mean, you think they're going to open it up at all in the second half? I mean, the Bills kind of did on that drive where they got the field goal. They started throwing to Diggs more, moving the ball. That was the first drive they really moved the ball.
Right.
I like the under 24.
You like the under?
I haven't seen consistently enough that though you're going to continue to be able to score.
So we got 16 points in the first half,
but you got to pick 6.
Right, 16 points, and it was like it should have been what, 9?
Should have been 10 points, 9 points.
Was the Steelers score off that field position on the turnover, right?
Yeah, it came on a turnover. The Bills field goal is the only drive of the game.
Right.
That's why it's tough to look at that and sit there and say, "Oh, that's what I want to do."
Right.
Do we think the second half is going to look like the first half, or you think it's going to open up a little bit?
I think it's going to look the same.
I
don't think there's the game is so close to where neither team really has to it's not like extreme changes that need to happen right now.
They don't want to. It feels like both of these teams are just kind of they're playing it safe. They don't want to be the ones to make the mistake, especially since the Steelers just made a mistake and now they're losing.
Right.
Man, these lines are tight in the second half.
Yeah, I just don't see 3 field goals. I don't see how that's happening. Unless there's turnovers involved that give good field position.
That's the thing I missed.
They brought this guy from CNN. They brought him over here now.
Right.
Yeah, he does this whole deal. I mean, to me, this is a whole dog and pony show here for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's a joke, right? It's got to be a joke.
Yeah, it's useless statistics for no. He's like, so now if you're converting at 52%,
It's
you are 52% of the time.
It's like
what we have to do.
It's like the AWS commercial. He's got a 10% catch capability probability. He still catches it.
See, what we have to do is we have 80%. We have 80% of these votes counted here, but
Hey, but he was so good on presidential night. They messed him up right now.
Yeah, they screwed him up.
That was
Yeah, but some of this stuff doesn't. I mean, this is
He's
you trying to like
doesn't
explain like basketball plays here in halftime, and like here's what they need to do. They need to rebound and box out more.
He's basically telling you the lines. He's saying the Steelers and Kansas City have these three teams left. Here's your percentage, or here are the odds for them to win the game. And
Here's your probability. Yeah.
well, they do the same thing. They're doing the same thing now with the college football playoff, like percentage chance to be in the playoff, that kind of thing, which is just dumb.
All right. So Ben's live passing total is 250. It dropped 30 points after that last drive. He's at 103. Schuster's at 45. His thing's at 76. Claypool's at 9. His new total is 33. Beasley's at 24, but I don't remember him actually getting a catch. He's at 51 now.
Yeah, he's got a couple. He was the only one that was catching anything to start. He was throwing to Davis, but Davis wasn't catching anything really.
Singletary's rushing and receiving is 34.5. He has 5.
I haven't seen him touch the ball.
Zach Moss's rushing attempts is 8.5.
I haven't seen him touch the ball.
He's got 4. He's touching the ball more than anybody else. What else we got? We got Schuster catches at 4, 6.5. Diggs is still sticking at 6.5. Davis has got 2, and his is 3.5. As many times as they've gone to Davis, that has value. That's at plus 100 too. Will Davis catch the ball 2 times in the second half? Oh, I should have covered myself, and I didn't cover myself. That was just stupidity.
I kind of feel like both of these teams might open it up a little bit in the second half.
I think they're going to try. It's just a question of the weather. I mean, how much is the weather playing an affection right now on the points?
I don't know that it's I mean, the defense has been tight.
Yeah. Defense is tight, but what you also got to look at is, guys, I mean, we've had a fumble that should have been a fumble. We've had an interception. We should have had another interception.
We had an interception for a touchdown.
And you had an interception for a touchdown. I think the weather is playing a huge factor in guys trying to hold the ball. I mean, there's nothing tricky out there. Anyone's running.
Right.
There's no double handoffs. There's no quick screens. There's no anything. My guess is strictly because of the weather.
Just
guys can't hold on to the football now. Do I think we're going to see more than 16, 17 points? I do. I would guess around 2021.
Mm-hmm.
If they open it up and they're able to hold on to the football. And I think that's also, you're going to have some defenses give the offense a short field.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you think there's going to be turnovers, and if you think the offenses are going to have short fields, and there should be some scoring in the second half.
I do, but I don't think over 24. I don't like the number. If you're getting 23.5, I would take the over. At 24, I'd take the under, because there's nothing that it could certainly say that I could say we're going to get 4 touchdowns in this game, because I don't see 4 touchdowns on big plays. I don't see guys running away from guys. I mean, you have very good coverage on both teams. I don't see the big play.
Yeah.
I mean, has Pittsburgh thrown the ball past 15 yards again down the field?
I mean, there were a couple passes to Claypool, but nothing completed.
Yeah. And again, I have tremendous respect for the Bills coverage team.
I mean, who do you think makes better second half adjustments, Tomlin or McDermott?
I think McDermott, but I think Tomlin, but I think if you're McDermott, you're like, all right, guys, we were completely outplayed. We're up by 2.
Right.
Just control the football. A punt is not a bad thing. Play defense. You can't move the ball either. And I think it's going to be a little bit close to the vest at times, especially if the Steelers don't go down here and score the first time.
Yeah.
Well, Bills are going to get the ball coming out right for the half, so see what happens with that. But
I think the Steelers get it first, don't they?
I'll take the over. What's up?
Steelers get the ball
Steelers
first.
get the ball first.
No, it's the Bills. It's
Bills.
the Bills.
Yeah,
Oh,
Steelers let off.
Steelers led off with a Roethlisberger incomplete. Roethlisberger 5 yards. Roethlisberger incomplete. That's the one where Deontay Johnson dropped it
Yeah.
and looked like he dropped it.
I agree. If it's 23.5, I would take the over here.
If it's 24, I'm going under.
Yeah.
And that's just playing the number. I actually think my gut feeling is 23 is too high. I really think it should be 20, 21. I think you're getting a lot of respect thinking that this is a normal game, and the preseason line was 48.5, so they don't want to go too bad because they think, oh, a play could happen here. Because if you didn't have that pick 6, there's zero chance that you would have saw 24.
No. Yeah, no.
You would have saw 21.
It would be 20.5 or 21.5, something like that.
Yep. Of course he's going to be very pleased, because if they didn't make the one play defensively, they lost. They're losing. It's 7-3.
Yeah.
Tomlin, we need 30 minutes of playmaking. If you do, you better open up this offense. Who's out with the shoulder injury?
Matt.
Why is the left guard lined up as a fullback? Here comes Diggs again.
It was when he was talking about the Steelers.
I actually think if the Pittsburgh is really going to consider just continually blitzing, the Bills are going to win this game.
I definitely agree. Sorry, I'm popping in and out. I'm here, though. So
I think you'll make it easier if you blitz Josh Allen. I think right now Josh Allen is trying to look at the field. You're getting pressure with 4. I don't know why you start sending 5 and 6.
Because the Steelers love the blitz.
Singletary got a catch. And we haven't heard anything from Watt all game.
No, the Bills' offensive line is they've dealt with the pressure well.
There's Diggs again, first down.
Because they've been Steelers bring the heat pretty regularly.
Doesn't Diggs just look like a Steelers receiver?
No, he's catching the ball.
no.
He looks like a younger Antonio Brown. Same twitch, same quick release. Once again, nothing from TJ Watt. Here comes the house. Here comes Allen.
Oh, man.
And here comes making a play. I don't think you're going to catch him. I think Allen's just going to run back 10 yards, and then he's going to throw it with that huge, massive gun that he has.
He's tough to get down too. He's like a He's like a younger Roethlisberger, more
agile, than
more mobile, more athletic. Yeah, younger. I mean, Roethlisberger, even when he was younger in his prime, I mean, he wasn't so much mobile as he was just incredibly difficult to bring down.
He was so strong.
Yeah,
very strong. Threw guys off all the time and be like, hey,
I mean, I think he's actually.
Singletary's loose.
Slimmed down. I think he's actually slimmed down quite a bit from his earlier days.
This is trouble for the Steelers here.
Yeah, this is going to be problematic here.
Steelers have to hold them to 3
because Buffalo is moving.
Hey, you get up 9. That's the oof. That puts all the pressure on the Steelers.
And that's when the turnovers come.
I definitely think it's not snowing anymore.
No, I don't think it is either.
And once again, the all-out blitz. So therefore, your receiver is wide open. And once again, that's a Diggs first down.
So if the blitz isn't getting home, why do you continue sending it?
Because that was the plan in the second half. We're going to make some plays.
Well. Mm-hmm.
What the world is Diggs saying? He's just talking to himself.
It's the old Dick LeBeau style where you just blitz, and eventually you get to him or you don't.
Wow.
Yeah, but this is a 0 coverage behind him.
Yeah, and the problem is that they're not getting home. And they haven't been. I don't know that they've gotten home this whole game, really.
No, they haven't. Allen's pretty like he's shifty.
He is.
Get away.
Strong, elusive. He's hard to get down. For sure. I mean, he's bigger than most of these guys that are chasing him. He's a big guy.
Wide open again. Look, you may want to cover Diggs.
They're sending them.
Ring that bell. Anytime touchdown. D-Money, who's completely asleep. But yes, we move on.
Yeah.
There we go. Put another one. Another winner. Another winner. Had to wait for it. Diggs, anytime touchdown. Let's go.
I was asleep.
What?
You realize
you look like those. You look right now like you're a Japanese theme song because your lips are moving like 7 times and you're like saying 2 words. But great call. The Diggs anytime touchdown came in. By the way, did we hit the Steelers' first penalty or who was the first penalty?
First penalty was the Bills, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so we lost that one. Well, it helps the over. Helps the teaser.
Yeah, well, 23.5.
Doesn't help the Steelers +8, but helps the teaser.
It's early for the Steelers +8. I think we could get that stuff.
I remember this puts all the pressure on the Steelers. They need to answer with 3 points, a score, or even a drive would be an answer.
Yeah, I mean, you went from 7-3 to 2 scores in a row.
Yep.
Back-to-back scores by Buffalo.
The live line is 5.5. Minus 370. At least the total is up to 43.5. I still think it goes under, but we shall see.
Well, I mean, maybe that's what we needed, though. Maybe we needed the Bills to force the Steelers' hand.
Yeah.
You know, they got to open it up now. No choice.
Well, that's usually like what the situation is. I feel like with the Steelers, right? So it's the second half, and then they have to start scrambling.
And the thing about it is that the Steelers, even though they were undefeated, now they're going from being undefeated to being not the top seed in the conference if they lose this game.
Did you guys just see that right now?
What's up?
Did you guys just see that preview to that movie? The Prom.
What that was? That thing looked stupid.
What movie?
I had hey.
You write the movie?
Hold on.
No, I didn't have a preview for a movie. I had like a Lowe's commercial.
I was watching some kid and
I saw Kelsey and I saw Jimmy G and then somebody else.
Oh, Travis Kelce. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was an NFL commercial.
No, it was a movie on Netflix.
Look like a wannabe Magic Mike.
Not watching Travis Kelce's Magic Mike. Sorry.
Hey, did you watch his reality TV show, Kicking It with Kelsey?
No.
Yeah, no, I can't say that I did.
I'm back on mute.
Did you go back on mute?
No.
He's going back on mute. He's checking out of the conference.
It's a prom musical from Netflix.
All right. Stephon Diggs, does he get 3 more catches? That's just the question right now.
He does.
Then
Lock it in.
it's plus 125.
Oh.
I mean, they're going into him. It pains me to see why the Steelers haven't gone to like a double coverage on Diggs and just said somebody else beat me.
Well, because they can't double cover Diggs and also send 6 rushers.
Yeah, you can.
They like to do.
Then there's going to be a lot of guys open.
Bro,
You have man on the other 3 guys.
yeah, he knew it though. He felt it.
Someone was like, "Yo,
You only have 3 other guys going out.
got the
gunk.
needs.
The gunk.
You only have 3 other guys going out.
Oh, fuck. That's fine.
Yeah, Bills are a good team, Ken. Bills are definitely a good team for sure.
Yep, and Allen's a good quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, he was
Well,
he was my pick. He was my pick for starting a franchise. I don't remember the other options, but
It was Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold,
oh no, not Darnold.
Baker Mayfield. I know you got Darnold first.
It wasn't Baker. It was
Baker,
Allen.
there was 5 guys. It was Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, and Sam Darnold.
No, it definitely wasn't Baker or Darnold.
It
Who
was,
are the other guys?
that was the other guys.
No, I think it was Herbert was one of them, right?
Herbert. Yes, Herbert was one. You're right.
It was Herbert and Allen.
Herbert and Tua. Sorry.
And Tua maybe, yeah. Or maybe Burrow.
And Burrow was the other guy. Yes.
Burrow might have been one.
Yeah, because there's a question on what there. There was a good thought where you could make an argument for either quarterback,
Right.
depending upon what type of offense you wanted to run.
Yeah, I think I made an argument for a few of them, but Josh Allen was the ultimate. Just because, I think my argument was that Allen was big enough that he could play in the pocket or outside the pocket, and he's a good downfield passer. He was the most complete quarterback. He's very, he was able to sustain a pass rush, and he could run and pass, which I don't think a lot of the other guys can do. I think Murray and Jackson are very one-dimensional quarterbacks. If you force them to stay in the pocket and throw the ball, it's very tough for them to beat you. Josh Rosen. Yeah, Ken's got it. Josh Rosen.
Just because to open the can of worms, because we know we want to hear from D. 3,600 yards passing, 39 touchdowns and 4 picks. 3,700 yards passing, 25 touchdowns and 6 picks. 4,200 yards passing, 33 touchdowns and 5 picks. Who's your MVP?
Come on, Ben, you asshole.
What were the interceptions on all three?
Who's the
3,600 yards, 39 touchdowns, and 4 picks. 3,700 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 6 picks. Or 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 5 picks.
Number one.
The first
Number
one.
The one that has the most passing yards, but not the most touchdowns.
No, number one had the most touchdowns, right?
No.
40. I thought you said 42.
No, the third one. The third one.
Number one had the most touchdowns. Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah, it was the third one. My bad.
39 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Oh, no.
The third one?
Oh, no.
It's not.
Oh.
Did they just rip that out of his hand?
I just looked up and I saw Roethlisberger standing there like this.
What just happened?
They took the ball away. No.
Is he down?
No.
I don't know.
Ball's out. I don't think it's a
He's
touchdown. But the
I mean,
ball's out.
unless the whistle gets blown, it looks.
Dude, the whistle was being blown when he was going down to the ground.
I guess it don't matter now.
They gave him a punt.
Wow.
The butt cheek counts, honey.
But cheeks.
Yeah.
No, the whistle was being blown before it came out.
Woo! There we go, Robert.
Somebody
Yeah,
get
There we
it.
go, Robert.
There's a
Flag
flag
coming
coming
back.
It's coming back.
Damn it, D. Whose side are you on here?
Hey, I'm on the Bills
money
all
line.
day.
So back to the question, and D figured it out. That's why he changed his vote. So the first guy has the most touchdowns and the least
Yes.
amount of interceptions.
You're
But he
right.
doesn't
I did
have the
figure it
most
out. I figured out the number. Yes, I know. The third one. Thank you.
That's
So-
your guy for the third one.
Okay.
But
So
the
let's-
first guy has the most touchdowns and the least amount of interceptions. To me, that's your MVP.
Okay, so of the three, I'm assuming one of them is Mahomes, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the other two are
Rodgers.
and Wilson?
Rodgers. And Herbert.
Okay. Who's the other one?
You think Herbert's up there? That high? No, I did throw an extra one that you would have never guessed, but it's odd when you look at his numbers. Is Deshaun Watson?
Okay. No, I get Watson.
I mean, no one's ever said. I'm not saying he's the MVP, but if you look at the numbers, 3,700 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. That's not bad. For a guy. Oh, come on! And they leave Stephon Diggs wide open again. All right, so he needs 2 more catches to catch.
Do you want to call the Steelers and let them know number 14 is pretty good? They should probably cover him.
It's like the game with Waller. Who were they playing that time? And you just open on every freaking throw.
Yeah, it's like, really?
I mean, the Bills figured out that he's their best receiver. The Steelers have not, apparently.
Who's supposed to be on him? There's like nobody even following him.
Hey, look, it's Diggs again.
They're sending 5 and 6 guys every time, and Diggs is always open, apparently.
Easy pickings. Easy pickings.
All right.
Looks like Buffalo's going to use this one, my boy.
Tomlin's excuse is going to be this time.
By the way,
this team-
we're about to cash that Diggs 3 catches here and 1 more catch.
And we're gonna get the over. So
Yeah, this would be this would be I don't know if you're going to get the over because Pittsburgh's got to do something.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has to contribute. We're not going to get over 40 points unless they contribute.
Buffalo
If they do, we're not going to get the +8.
Yeah, Buffalo is known to just run the ball. They will take the air out of this. Diggs has 121 yards, 140 is his new total. Diggs has 9 catches, and then they made it 10.5 for his next total.
dude, the Bills offensive line though is good, man. They're giving him so much time with the amount of like pressure that's coming.
They're sending so much pressure, and it's not getting home. So you have to
Touchdown.
change what you're doing.
Gabriel Davis, touchdown, folks. Boom.
You have to change what you're doing. Like if you're sending 5 and 6 guys and not getting home, stop sending that much pressure. Like make him beat you. Make him drop back and beat you in coverage.
Yep. Davis, anytime touchdown, cashes. Boom. There you go. It's a gorgeous throw by Josh Allen. There's nothing Patrick can do. Yeah, you're not getting that Pittsburgh +8.
It's a nice throw. Well, I mean, I wouldn't count the Steelers out yet.
I'm not counting them out yet. Right now, I'd count them out for the game.
I mean, they seriously. I mean, obviously, Buffalo has made some better adjustments than the Steelers have.
Yep.
I mean, that's 14 points right there in the second half already.
Quarterback, do you know that fucking goes end over end, fumbles, and recovers their own touchdown?
Right, type shit, yeah.
Come on. That shit is – come on.
I like Josh Allen, man. I really do.
Both of those quarterbacks I agree with. Those are probably the top 2 underrated quarterbacks.
Yeah, him and Watson for sure.
Yeah.
I think Renfro is fucking underrated.
Absolutely.
All right, so the live line now is Bills minus 11.5. Up 16. Remember, at one point, the Steelers were up by 4.
Yeah.
Let's go. Looking very good. Looking very good.
You just want to watch the Steelers lose. So you
I'm not trying to be that guy, but yes.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but yeah, 100% I'm being that guy.
Hey man, I would talk to your team, D Money. Because
if you guys lose, will you just put a fire in our ass? We are gonna I'm not gonna be rich the next 3 weeks. I'm betting on my team. If you lose.
Well, the live total is 46.5 now.
Oh, really? Huh. We need some. I do need you to score, though. I mean,
there's still 8 minutes left in this third quarter. There's a lot of time.
Yeah, there's a ton of time. I mean, there is a ton of time. All right. If you guys would like to see my son doing his ass shake dance, who just opened the door.
What?
All right, my son opened the door and started shaking his ass. That was his whole plan there.
Nice.
He's like, I got no response for that.
10:30, time to go to bed.
If you want to take
7:30, man. Turn it up. Fortnite it.
He's up forever. All right, Josh Allen, 2.5 touchdowns is plus 140.
Oh, to throw another one?
Yeah. That's all he's got to do.
I actually kind of like that.
The Steelers team total over 17.5 if you think they have a shot. is minus 110. Bills to win by 13 to 18 points with plus 300.
Where's Juju, by the way? Like, I feel like
He had 4 catches for 45 yards. They haven't touched the ball yet. I mean, that's kind of a prerequisite here.
Juju's just hanging out, waiting for fumbles to recover.
Beautiful, Rich. Beautiful.
I'm disgruntled at this point. I've been bamboozled. I've been bamboozled by this Steelers team once again.
Yep.
as a Cleveland fan, you should be used to that.
Dude, I've watched so many Steelers games where they just have no business winning, and they figure it out. So that's where I'm coming from whenever I pick the Steelers.
Listen, man, like Ben can, like you said, like he can make things happen in crunch time.
I don't know if maybe it's the supporting cast that they're just not up to it anymore. I don't know. Like, I feel like for as long as Roethlisberger's been there, that's kind of the era I'm comparing this to, right? It seems
he had
like
the Bucs, and then he had Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, it's always games that the Steelers, you watch the game and you're like, the Steelers have no business winning this game, and they win, and it's happened, so many times.
I think some of the things on this is they can't get behind. And if they get behind, this is what you're seeing. The Bills are blitzing because they know Roethlisberger can't move. Where you
can't run the ball.
You're blitzing Josh Allen, and Josh Allen's first step is to take 4 yards back and then start running off to the sideline. And that's all the time he needs because there's not enough guys. You blitz Ben Roethlisberger, his first thing is, I better dissect it and throw it. By the way, a Juju wide open in the middle.
Yep.
But, I mean, and the Steelers, they can't run the ball. Like, it's been weeks now.
Their offensive line just doesn't get the push.
Yeah, it's been weeks now since they've been able to run the ball.
But you're not really calling plays consistently for them to run the ball.
Well, now you're down. Now you're down by 2+ scores, so now you really can't run the ball.
Correct. I agree. I mean, you give up a touchdown here and the game is over.
Yep.
It's just flat out over.
I've never seen a Steelers team that hasn't been able to run the ball. I don't.
No, I agree with you.
I don't remember a year where the Steelers couldn't run the ball. I remember where
it used to be their bread and butter, defense and running.
I remember where Le'Veon Bell was, would run and run and run, and everybody thought it was Bell, and then they slotted Connor in, and then Connor did the same exact thing. He could just, they were just able to run the ball. I don't remember a Steelers team that was not able to run the ball, and I don't see it. I don't see him running it this year.
They can't do it. They don't have the O-line that can get them the space he needs to be able to get at.
I mean, Connor is definitely not able to run this year, but he has been able to run in the past. So I don't know that it's him. I
think it is him. I think it's just he's not getting.
Well, I think there's a couple different things. I mean, teams know Ben can't move. They just flat out know.
To Sean's point, in the past when Ben was younger, he used to scramble around a lot. Remember, like they would come in. He would do what Mahomes does now. It's like he would just scramble around and throw the ball down the field. He's just too old. He can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And now when they come in on him, he's just kind of a statue, and he just gets sacked.
Right.
I'm interested to see how the Bills play this. They've come out. They've moved the ball right down the field.
They're going to take the air out of the ball and run it.
If Gabriel Davis catches a pass for 4 more yards, he catches. If you want to take that prop, he's got 19 yards. His prop's 23.5.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they need to get, like Rob's saying, maybe they need to get a little creative and get the get McFarland or Snell or something out on the edge. Do something with Claypool. I mean, they've been using Claypool a lot. I think it's just the pass rush is too much for them to handle, and
you can't throw the ball down the field if you can't block.
I mean, it's got to be out of his hands. It's got to be out of his hands in like 2 seconds. Otherwise, he's got a defender in his lap.
Right.
Some of that, I think,
he doesn't play like that. He's a time. He likes to scramble around to find time.
Not anymore. He hasn't done that all year. By the way, here's Zach Moss. Needs 3 more carries. Don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs 3 more carries. The Bills race to 30 is minus 138.
They're banking on them not scoring another touchdown.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why their team total is 29.5.
I think they do score another touchdown.
I think they're having no issue trying to go score a touchdown.
I would take that right now if you could get it.
I think it depends on how aggressive you think they're going to be. I mean, obviously we saw them run once, and then they threw just there to Beasley. If they want to score another touchdown, I think they will. If they want to just take the air out of the ball and kill the clock and win the game.
Well, I think what you're going to get is a run, then a pass, a run, then a pass.
Until it fails.
There's going to be a run here.
Yep. And he's just holding on to the football. I mean, there's no attempt there to really run down. This is, all right, get 2 or 3, and then hold on to the football. All right, update the fantasy set. The ability to make, which, by the way, this makes absolutely no sense, but this is the coolest thing ever. So I made the playoff as a 6 seed. Okay. 1 and 2 got buys. Okay. However, 1 was the winner of the West. 2 was the winner of the East. In our division, I was the 4th place team in our division at 8-5. In the other division, the dude won the division at 7-6. The 2 strongest teams, like 1,500 and 1,600 points, are both in the West. Since that's the other dude won the division, he became the 2 seed. He gets the bye. I go into the 6 seed, matched up against the 3, thinking that the 3 would last, and then you'd have a 2 versus 3 matchup. I'm winning by 60 points, which looks pretty good. I will turn around and play the team that's 7-6 for the right to go to the championship. I will completely avoid
NFC
until I face them in the finals.
So we've got an NFC East situation going on.
I looked at that. I had to double take a look at that. I said, so really, as long as I win this week, I play a team. I mean, obviously I could lose next week, but I scored more points than him, and his lineup is Taysom Hill, Elliott, Carson, Allen, Jefferson, Tanyan, Robinson,
Stop.
Sanders.
Yeah. Stop. Taysom Hill, you can stop.
Hold on. My lineup is Drew Brees, Stafford, Drake, Rojo, Hopkins, Metcalf, Hunter, Juju, Washington D, and Zerline.
Fucking Cam Hayward's about to lose his lung.
Well, the Steelers got to stop there.
Yeah, that was good. Now
they need to score.
I feel like that's why we were seeing the numbers where we were seeing them, because they don't think the Bills are going to score another touchdown.
Like you said, they're not going to try to score another touchdown. They're just going to try to run plays.
Right.
They get it if they don't.
I feel like the Bills are going to try and take the air out of the ball and win just right where it is right here. They might be forced to try and score if the Steelers put 1 or maybe 2 up on the board here.
I will say it was tough to figure out, but the result of the 20th drive was a punt cashed again. I'm sorry.
Stay back in. I know he drops balls, but he's their most explosive player.
You guys can guess right now what I'm going to take for the result of the 21st drive. And we're just counting the Deontay Johnson's drops. And I don't actually think he's their most explosive player. I think Juju's faster than him. I think Claypool's faster than him.
Well, I don't care.
I think he's more shifty. And by the way, right now, Juju Smith-Schuster is almost outscoring Roethlisberger, Connor, and Beasley that he has on the other side.
Nice. Good run.
I don't think they benched Johnson.
I think they did. I haven't seen him on the field.
He just caught the first pass.
Bench Deontay Johnson?
Before, no. Before I didn't see him on the field.
No, he just caught the first pass on this drive, I think.
He caught the second, too.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yep.
I mean, just, throw the easy stuff.
Well, that's what's going to happen. I think the Bills are just going to try to not give up anything deep.
Yep.
And to just give them.
And it's going to be okay when the Steelers score this first touchdown. But when the Steelers score the next touchdown, then the Bills are going to have to try and turn it on again.
That last quote he's not living to. They can catch the ball or they get replaced by guys who will catch it.
Well, we don't have anybody to replace them with right now.
Eric Ebram, wide open. I think the Bills need to punch this up again. They kind of looks like
the Bills are doing what Tottenham did today.
Yep.
One goal, and then they just let freaking who was it just pound on them for the next 30 minutes, and then eventually they got the goal in, and then
what is
up again? It was too late.
There's not much on tomorrow at all.
So I've got the let's see, I've got 9.5 with the Steelers. I don't really want to hit that because we've got the teaser already. But that would be, I mean, if you can get that with the Steelers right now, I feel like the Bills are going to let off, and then.
Well, Steelers got to go for 2 if they score a touchdown here.
I feel like the Steelers are going to get a touchdown here. And then the Bills are going to have another drive where they're not going to move the ball, and the Steelers are going to get back, and then the Steelers are going to score at least a field goal or a touchdown. And then it's going to be – and the Bills are going to have to try and turn it on again.
Yeah.
I don't think this game is in hand.
Injury?
Yeah, the question is, do you really want the Bills to crank this up?
Well, the problem happens when these teams kind of, they kind of put it into cruise control. And sometimes it goes back into drive, and sometimes it don't.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's where you sometimes just kind of are like, oh, we can just turn it on again.
Right. It doesn't always work that way.
No. Bills minus 5.5 is minus 300. Still haven't seen anything from Pittsburgh that says that's not going to cash.
Cleveland.
Didn't Johnson already score? Who scored the first touchdown?
James Washington.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Washington.
What Tomlin says, you don't catch it, you get benched. Next guy up. So Washington came in. Oh,
Well, this is what you see, though. They're quick throws. When it's working, it's pretty. The only problem is by doing this,
Run the
I said before, you give the defense time and time again
yeah.
just to make one play on third down. That's all you need to do. Washington. They're playing really soft.
Yeah, the Bills are. They're giving him everything. Like it looks like it's really.
They're just trying to rally and tackle. That's all they're trying to do. They want them to eat 4 or 5 minutes. They don't care if they score.
They'll give it to him underneath.
Yeah.
Or in the middle.
6, 8, 10 yards.
Yeah, the key is that the Steelers receivers got to break out of that when they catch it and be able to just go down and score.
Here comes the blitz. Here comes the
There you go.
There's another catch for Deontay.
There you go.
We might still get this Deontay. How many yards does he have?
Actually, I think he has 40 something. Maybe.
He's got 40. 40 plus whatever this catches.
We need 63, so we need 25 more yards. I mean, at this point, that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be throwing.
Yeah.
And why couldn't you do every drive like this?
Yeah, it's going to come down to the Steelers' defense to make a play. Here comes
Yeah,
Shear.
it's gonna depend on if Buffalo's able to move the ball in the next drive.
Yep.
Right. That's going to be the most crucial drive of this whole game. That'll be.
If
Well,
Buffalo's not able to move the ball in the next drive, then the Steelers will be able to have a drive to get back within a field goal.
That and
But
the
then I don't think the Bills are going to be as soft coverage as they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like what they were doing.
No. But the 2-point conversion here is going to be big. Oh, they got him.
Yeah.
There's going to be a PI, though, in the end zone.
Yeah. Connors, ATD, hopefully. We have that, right? Yeah.
Yes, we do. And I know they're eager to show they could actually score.
They tell him that he's like, no, I didn't hold him.
Who, me? Not me.
No, he only held him going one way and then the other.
Yeah, he literally like.
Well, it's tough for Connor to get ATD if he's standing on the sidelines.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I'm betting this is not going to be a rushing touchdown.
I'm betting this is Deontay Johnson touchdown.
Yep.
Ebron.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
That's the old Ben I know. Scrambles around.
Just making a whole lot of moves, but not really going anywhere.
I was going to say, you want to call that's the old Ben scrambling around? That's called scrambling? That looked like he was like, yeah.
Waddle.
You're running on ice. It's a whole lot of motion, not really going anywhere.
I mean, you saw the way that ball came in.
Back in the pocket, Ben.
Schuster.
There we go. Touchdown. Too easy. Too easy.
And we called that at halftime. Right around halftime. Juju on the beat. Hey.
He's gonna give us the.
So even as slow as that drive seemed like it,
in this game.
even as slow as that drive seemed like it was, that was 4.5 minutes. So it's not that slow.
That should have been a pick play. Boy, was that illegal.
Yeah.
He ran right into the defender and just stopped. You can't do that. That's why it was wide open. That's why they didn't show it again on the replay. He started to draw it, and they were like, "Oh, this is going to be a PI."
Yeah.
All right, here comes Schuster. They discovered once again Schuster's the only one who can catch consistently. That's a bad throw, but he makes it. Ebron picks up the
Got
two.
it.
That's 38 points. And that
Yeah.
puts in play in the teaser.
It's a one-score game.
Nice.
Ben does his classic.
That 2-point was huge.
Yeah.
Oh, it's huge because if you don't get that, it's a 10-point game, and for all intents and purposes, the game's probably done.
Now this is going to be a big, big drive right here.
Yep.
That missed extra point is going to, by the Bills, is going to come back to haunt them, I feel like.
Live total up to 48.
Yep. Which is the pregame. Which is the pregame total.
Damn, Leandro Ball got waived.
What team was he on?
There's a 6-2.
Leandro
Yeah, what
Ball.
team was he on?
Pistons. It was like a 5th-round draft, or like the number 5th, or what was it?
When did he leave the Pelicans?
He wasn't a no. You're talking about LiAngelo. That's the dumb brother.
Leandro.
That's the second brother. He's terrible.
That's the third brother.
Oh, that's the free agent? Oh, okay.
No,
Okay, that wasn't the one that was
that's
just
LaMelo.
drafted, right?
He was drafted.
That's the dumb brother? Is that what you said?
He's the dumb brother.
It's the one that our dad,
Like,
All three of them are probably not that.
his dad was trying to tell him that he could play, and he really can't.
You're talking about Cooper Manning, is what you're talking about. He's the dumb brother.
Oh, Cooper Manning is the number one
Yep.
high school quarterback son in the Manning family.
Right, but he's the dumb brother. It's Peyton and Eli, and then
But he
there's
wasn't the
Cooper.
dumb brother. He got hurt. You look at his high school records, he wasn't the dumb brother. He just got hurt.
That thief.
Did he win a Super Bowl?
He got hurt. He was told he couldn't play football anymore, which is why his son is so good.
LiAngelo's the dumb brother.
Yes.
That's a rule. Like if there's 3, only 2 can be good.
All right, let's go Steelers. Browns, Giants. You guys should punish them.
Yeah, I think we saw who the Giants were today. Last week was an accident. They beat Seattle and ruined everybody's day.
What the fuck is Juju doing?
That was like the Saints lost today, right? Yeah, they never came back.
No.
I appreciate it, Jump Shot. I knew you were listening.
Yeah.
My Detroit guy.
I think Beasley caught a pass.
The first.
That,
Now here comes a run for the first down, and then we're going to try to click clock.
Yeah, Steelers are going to have to figure something out here. They need to stop.
We need a 4-yard catch, Gabriel Davis. That's what we need.
11 for 11 in this half.
Wide open first down.
yeah. I'm still pissed. The Vikings.
It definitely helps when the Steelers guy falls down. That really makes it a little easier.
The Thielen and Jefferson today.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going deep. He's got him. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh,
He had him. He had him beat. He was beat by 4 or 5 yards. Probably if he doesn't get rushed here.
yeah, that pressure came in on him that time. I think he threw it a little too early.
He knows he's coming. Oh. That's where Davis was like, I want to race to 30. 2nd and 10. And they were going to Davis, too. That was more than 4 yards. Just wanted to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that gun. Look at that gun. Here's a huge play here by the Steelers.
Yep.
Please
Biggest
don't
play of the
blitz
game.
guys. Please don't blitz 8 guys. Please don't blitz 8 guy.
They're
Yeah, I
going to
mean,
blitz 7, and then they're going to leave Stephon Diggs wide open.
3rd
And they're
and
going to
10.
try to rally and
It's
tackle.
gonna be, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be Stephon Diggs going to catch the ball right in the middle of the field between the linebackers that are already in the backfield. And no, it's going to be right there. It's just going to go right to Stephon Diggs.
So it's going to be a race for 5 yards.
Diggs crosser.
Yeah. It's going to be a crossing.
Hey, look,
Oh,
it's a
there's the
first down.
crosser.
That's not Stephon Diggs. That's
All right.
Isaiah McKenzie. And once again, the Steelers give up a first down and another 3 or 4 minutes. I will say, I feel like I can see Mike Tomlin's expression, even wearing a mask, better than when I can see him when he's not wearing a
Oh,
mask.
he just escaped that, but I like it.
Houdini. Here's Josh Allen. We're going to hand the ball off to Zach Moss. Oh, look, everyone's coming. They pick it up. And he misses Cole Beasley. Might have took off his head.
Going to 7-man blitz, huh? Every fucking play.
Well, they're definitely the Bills definitely aren't trying to run the clock out.
Well, they feel like they need points.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to at least get a somewhat.
Well, I think the Bills have seen this Steelers movie before too.
Yeah. We've all seen the Steelers movie before.
Well,
Yeah.
they only need 5 yards and they could get a field goal, and that probably is too many points.
Yeah,
No, there's a draw.
of course.
Good run by Singletary. Picks up 4 of those 5. And you see him like, yes, because he knows. They need 1 more yard here to get him field goal range and make this an 11-point game. Gabriel Davis has got one-on-one coverage on the top of the screen. Instead, that also
Right there.
Josh Allen could just throw. He's got him. Oh, and that should be PI. And it will be all at the 1 yard line. Dawson,
Oh, geez.
he did a great job taking out of his legs before the ball came. I mean, that's going to be called every single time. Well, the good news is we're going to have the over here in a second. The bad news is I'm going to lose a whole lot on my live plays.
From that hash mark out.
Damn.
And even on the move to the right, he can.
I mean, he only tackled him like, I don't know, a few seconds before the ball got there.
Oh, he almost lost the fumble. Zach Morris.
Zach Morris.
Yes, the one from Saved by the Bell.
Who was that?
Zach Morris.
Oh, okay.
It's a big tackle there for loss.
Just going to back him up so that they're able to throw it.
To Gabriel Davis.
Somebody's dead.
Did you say he's dead?
Yeah.
That's not really nice. Can't believe we go from a 7-3 game to a 15-30. Bills have scored 23 points since they got their field. Well, actually, they've scored the last 20. That's why a lot of times I think who wins the Super Bowl is going to be whoever can come in there with the most healthy players. Whoever's injuries not to key positions.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So it's a battle of longevity. It's a survivor pool.
It's a battle of attrition. Just whoever can stay healthiest.
Josh Allen looks. Oh, that should be grounding.
Yeah, that's grounding.
Yeah.
Is he outside the pocket?
What would that back
He
you up?
definitely is, but he's got to get to the line of scrimmage, and that doesn't get to the line of scrimmage. There's nobody.
Saying there was somebody in the area.
There's nobody in the area.
There's nobody in the area.
Bro.
I'm shocked that they're not talking about it right now.
Yeah.
I think they said there was somebody in the area. I didn't see anybody personally.
I saw the left. I mean, it looked like
Right,
close. No one wearing a red jersey.
Yeah, I
Here
didn't.
comes Allen. Here comes the rushing touchdown. Nope. They're going to get a hold.
Yeah. Oh, that was a hold back there. 75.
It doesn't matter. It's incomplete.
Doesn't matter. Incomplete.
There's no way the Pittsburgh will accept this.
They'll wave it off.
Yeah, well, you want to accept it still. It matters. 10 yards back.
They won't.
No, they'll make it fourth down and make them kick.
Last thing you want to do is have. It's the first time Watt made a play.
Oh yeah, that was a definite hold. Oh yeah.
Yeah, pulled him right back from getting his hand on.
Well,
Make them kick it.
yeah.
Bill's gonna go for it.
No, they'll. Here's your kicker, dude.
Bass.
D's kicker is Tyler Bass.
That's what he said.
What?
He said his kicker was Bass.
Bass.
Was no one else available?
Oh, Bass isn't bad. I used him last week.
Yeah, I had plenty of people available, but I had Zane Gonzalez, so I had to pick somebody up.
He's like, all right, Ben. We don't have a lot of time.
We just need some points, Roethlisberger, you bum. Get out there and score some.
I didn't like that because the offensive coordinator
48 points.
was shaking his head like.
By the way, this will be the third game that's like a 10 or 11 point game here. I wonder if they're going to run down and kick a field goal to save time.
I guess
There's a lot
depending on
more
time, they would have to.
There's a lot more time left, but yes, you could end up with that same scenario, just like
I can tell you that
Kansas City game.
he will not survive the league if me, as a 26-year-old, watching a game. I know a lot about football. I play football, whatever. But if he's going left and left and left and left, he's rolling out one way every time. He cannot go right. When you're a lefty, just like Mahomes, when he's throwing off his back foot,
Like Terrell Pryor.
yeah, it's the same thing.
He's actually rolled off to his right twice.
Are we talking about
In the
Tua?
last play.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tua.
Oh, Tua, yes. I agree.
Well, he's rolling to his left because he's a lefty. You don't want to roll away from your your
Exactly.
throwing arm.
I'm saying that's all he can do. He cannot go the other way at all. So once you can just set that edge, set a spy, or have somebody on that. Obviously, they might run the other way, but yeah.
It's because most of the young guys they don't want them to be rolling and throwing across their body because that's how you lose a lot of velocity on the ball, and that's how you get interceptions when you're thrown across your body.
Because the guys in the NFL can break on the ball.
Mm.
All right, so we're sitting at a total of what, 41?
Yeah.
41. Oh, we have 41 points.
We got one more score here.
So any score by Pittsburgh, we're back covering the teaser.
Yep.
I feel like we've got one more touchdown here from the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've got one more touchdown from the Steelers, and then I think the Bills are going to get the ball, and they're
But the Bills
not
aren't going to be as soft as they were on that last one, I feel like. This one, they should be. You'll notice.
I think we get one more touchdown from the Steelers. I don't think we get a score from the Bills, but whether we get the Bills to hold the ball and end the game, or whether they give it back to the Steelers with like a minute something left.
Right.
Just based on where the time is right now. Oh goodness.
Oh, geez.
The Steelers might get another 15 here.
Whoa.
That's just a stupid play. Ray McLeod, I don't know how he still has a job. He fumbled the ball game away last week.
Kick that dude right in the face.
And then he gets upset. You're trying to make a thing. You leaped over him, which is really stupid. By the way, they're going to outlaw that soon.
That boy Ray, come on, man.
And then the first thing you do is you get up and you push the guy.
No, he punched him in the face mask.
Yeah.
He's kind of a dummy. Like I've seen him make several dumb plays.
Can people stop punching into face masks? Like, don't they realize like it's a face mask for a reason? It's to protect you from getting hit. So I don't understand why you're punching that.
Oh, Roethlisberger airmails it.
Big Ben. What the fuck?
But under front of you, Big Samuels wasn't the name what they call him. Which Edwards makes a play?
Johnson.
Claypool.
Nice.
Now it's the same exact play. Back to the same.
The same play.
He's the emergency.
It didn't work last time. Let's run it again.
Rich showing us the Myles Garrett Cup. I'll show you the blue cup.
Now this is there you probably don't
It's
know.
all 10.
You don't know who this is, but this was from a few years ago. This is
Alex Mack. Okay.
Alex Mack.
Yeah, the All Pro center.
Right.
Who was then traded away, and then there Roethlisberger goes deep. He's got a man, and it's picked off.
There's no pass interference.
There's no flag on the play. The Bills are running down. They flip around.
I mean, it looked like he was getting mugged down there.
They're going to go run to the end zone. There's no flag anywhere.
I mean, it looked like the receiver was getting mugged.
Are they supposed to go down and do a video every time? I always thought it was only like once.
Every time there's a
They're allowed
turnover.
to do it anytime. That's why they put the TV there because there's no fans.
Anytime there's a turnover, they can run down and do that. That's in general, it's kind of their way to celebrate. It's the NFL's trying to version of where they're trying to take away the no fun league.
Right.
Right,
saying
the turnover chain. That's the turnover chain for
Oh,
the
that's a hell
NFL.
of a pick.
But nobody does it better than Seattle. I love the Seattle song.
Actually, that was kind of cool with everybody sliding into there. All right, so live, we got 48.5. We've got a plus 10.5. We've got the Bills with the ball.
You too, Rob. Take it easy.
Winning margin, Bills by more than 10, minus 150. Bills minus 6.5, minus 225. I do love when I look at alternative handicaps where you can kind of look at what they're thinking.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
It's when you're
Like the minus 15.5.
yeah. You're like, why is that number there? Well, that number's there for a 100% reason why that number's
That one reason, yeah.
And I love when they play with your 2 3 and you're like, oh, it's only 2 or 3 points. But you're like, wait, you only score a field goal or a touchdown. Those are the only points that scored. So
What are the Browns right now? 9-3.
Yeah.
9-3.
Their way into if you could stay undefeated to that last game when you're against the Steelers.
I
Yes.
mean, so we've got the Ravens, and then we've got Giants, Jets, and Steelers. You guys have the Bills, Colts, and then I think you have the Jets. You guys already played the Giants. I think you have the Jets.
Yeah, we have the Jets. So it's
So
Jets.
Bills, Jets, Colts, Browns. So, I mean, arguably, I guess depends on what happens tomorrow. Arguably, the Browns and Steelers could have the same record going into the last game.
Yeah, or the Browns could surpass them. Never know.
Colts are tough.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Steelers.
If you guys win the AFC North, that's huge.
Josh Allen, if you had his rushing yard, that's a big run right there. But
Where's the rest of the freaking defense? Oh,
Yeah.
back.
it's going to be holding.
Yeah. Well, yeah, your quarterback got the biggest run of his life, so somebody had to have been holding.
How do you say it's the biggest run of his life?
Biggest run of his night.
Oh, of his night, yes.
I don't know what the biggest run of his life is, Sean. It's just the exact.
I can feel the hate burning up inside you. Let go of the dark side. By the way, that's another big catch, which is
There we go.
the 10th catch,
Hey, that's a
which
big
means
win.
the over 9.5 live hits. Over 9.5 digs.
Let's go. Let me check my account.
Gerardo, those yards still count, although it's coming back, I think, right? Or do they not?
No, the yards don't count.
Oh, when it comes back, it doesn't? Okay.
It's considered no play.
Let's go, man. I needed that.
He's going deep.
He,
The digs.
Oh, couldn't locate it.
He also threw it out of bounds.
why does he look frustrated? You're winning.
Because he wanted it. He's a winner. Oh, that's fucking trash.
Ooh.
Hella PI.
Somebody called timeout. Where are they at the ball? The Buffalo 28? Are they? Did they go backwards?
No, they moved up. They're at like the, I think they're at the 30 something or 40 right now.
Okay. My thing is probably screwed up. Because it has 1st and 20. They caught a 9-yard pass and they went backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Third and 11. Yeah, no, they are at their own 28. Come on, Gabriel Davis or Diggs. That's it. Everybody comes. He's just going to make a race. It's Dawson Knox versus the Pittsburgh secondary. And
Where is the defense? Oh,
they
my
blitzed
God.
8 guys. They blitzed 8 guys.
It hasn't worked all freaking night. Why are they still doing it?
They only started doing it in the second half.
It's their philosophy.
Well, but it hasn't worked at all.
No, but this is what they keep trying to do. I mean, here it is. Everyone's blitzing, and it's
this frustration when Dick LeBeau was.
You want to know how smart that is?
Doing it in the second
You
half.
want to know how
They're
smart
losing
that
the
is?
They're losing the second half worse than they lost the first half.
He threw a Chris Redmond type pass. He just lofted that up so really nicely and just
Somebody
said,
has to be
"Hey."
assigned to that guy. Somebody has to be assigned to him. Like who?
You didn't have enough guys. You rushed.
Yeah, I know. That's
I mean, it was what was it? Third and
11.
3rd and 10. Yeah, just keep them from getting the first down.
Blitz
You don't have to
5,
sack
blitz
him.
6, rally and tackle. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to sack him. Just keep them from getting the first down.
Because the worst part of that is you're going to lose almost all your timeouts here or 2 minutes.
This is so frustrating. God.
Well, it looks like 8 out of the 9 NBC guys were right. Only Rodney was wrong.
well, yeah. Well, usually when one is off, then it's not the curse. The curse
Look at
Right.
my Moss go. Zach Moss.
Right. We need everybody to pick one way, and then we go the
yeah,
other
that's
way.
when the curse works.
That was a killer because that's a first down run, and there's another 40 seconds.
Yeah, there's no more time left. I mean,
I am. We talk about this all the time. You call your timeouts when you can. If you just wait to hear and start calling your timeouts, that's just dumb. You don't get time back.
If the defense can't stop them, it doesn't really matter when they call the timeouts, to be honest.
Agreed.
I mean, they're getting 15 yards on first down on the ground.
Yeah. Look at Moss. Zach Moss sees the hole.
The defense is gassed. They're gassed. They've been on the field the whole game.
yeah.
You can't ask the defense to play to stop this team the entire second half.
Agreed. His mother died?
His grandmother.
By the way, one thing we got to remember in this, you see the end, do you see who's closing the game, not Singletary?
Yeah.
That Zach Moss prop was 4 carries
Was it?
at the end of the third quarter. Will he have 4 more carries? That's what we talked about. This is to make a mental note that if they get in the end, this is who's going to get the ball. This has all been Zach Moss. He has 4 carries this drive.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 1, and of course, big
Last
giant Josh Allen runs for 3.
I think Gerardo needs like what 4?
The Steelers defense gave up.
Steelers defense got worked. They got blown out of the ball here in the second half.
Yeah, they're tired. They don't care anymore.
Well, I think you're blitzing. That does take a toll when you don't come home, when you're not getting home. It's not only that you're not getting home, you're really not even getting pressure. It's incredibly frustrating. What was that? Put on a jacket for 10 seconds?
He's like, what? Oh,
I mean, here. I'm look like an 80 cent here, standing here right here. I just need some fur on the back, and we're ready to go. All right, so Diggs anytime touchdown doesn't cash. The first penalty doesn't cash. The teaser doesn't cash. Connor doesn't cash. Either of them. Johnson
get over? Or no?
live. We hit 3 out of 4 punt next drive. We hit the Diggs receptions. We hit the Diggs live receptions.
Diggs anytime touchdown.
Yeah, Diggs ATD, which we called. Davis ATD, which we called. Moss gets stuffed. All right. Oh, they are going to call timeout.
I was going to say, have the Steelers seriously not used any timeouts yet?
Yeah, they didn't use anything.
It's always good to wait until the 2-minute warning and then start using them.
Use it at the 2-minute warning.
Connor had 18 yards rushing.
I mean, Tomlin's
made some really bad decisions these past.
when he has a chance to make a decision that impacts a game, he usually makes the wrong decision. Like, he's a good coach. Like, they've been a good team since he's been there. But when he has a chance to make a decision to impact the outcome of a game, it's usually the wrong one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure he's an offensive coach.
No, he's not.
Here comes Allen. Gerardo might get his runs. There he goes. He slides at 10.
Yes, free money. Let's go.
I don't know, Gerardo. I think
I don't
he's
know if he
down
got
at
that.
10.
Might be
But
wrong.
it was 2nd and 12, and they're going to mark him
No,
short.
they're counting him short of the 3rd down.
But it was 2nd and 12. It could have been an 11-yard run.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
It's going to be really close. They give him an 11-yard run.
Wow.
Well, it's where he starts his slide.
Yep.
Not where he finishes sliding.
Club Leon scores again. That was an easy win. If you took that, we're up 2 with 20 minutes left. And look, it's Zach Moss again for a first down, which means this game is over, folks.
Game's over.
By the way, that was a beautiful call. Nobody expects bootleg on 2nd and 12 when you're trying to run out the clock. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so Gerardo says Ken P is over. He had the team total over 29.5. I took the race to 30. That didn't happen. I don't know if you actually lose, though, in the race to 30 if no one gets 30. Anybody know on that?
What?
I usually don't bet that.
You took a race to a number. If that number doesn't hit, yeah. If that number doesn't hit, you lose because technically you didn't lose the race. You just never got to it. Anybody know?
I'm confused.
You could take
Maybe
a
I'm
race
just drinking
to 30.
I mean, it's a push. It should be a push. If you
That
take
should
a
be a
race,
push. I mean,
take a race to 30 and nobody gets to 30, then it should be a push.
all right, because most of you definitely want to know.
Because
So
both sides can't lose.
we ended up at 41.5. That's actually not a bad money. I'm going to lose my under 38 and under 35 bets, which I knew I should never bet. I have a rule. I always go over with that, and I didn't. I thought the snow was going to be bigger. I didn't. That was dumb of me. But we hit the band bet that Gerardo gave at plus 225, barely. Which meant the game was going to fall in between 41 and 50 points.
Yep.
So that was plus 225. I hit the under 47. I hit the under 45. I hit the under 43. I lose the under 38. I lose the under 35. I lose a band bet of 31 to 40. I hit another live under 46.5. In the line, I was all over the place, which was terrible. But I had more on that. We'll just say that was terrible. But by the way, Roethlisberger did not get the 280 yards. So that cashes. Roethlisberger did not get the live 250. So that cashes. Diggs got 10 catches for 130, so that was good. And Moss ended up with 13 carries, so he definitely got his 9 carries.
What was that?
What? What was that? What did you just post to the Discord? All right. So I think it was there. I will have to review the tapes. I think overall, we're still going to be positive, mainly because of the live plays. But we shall be back on Thursday night. Who we got Thursday night? Rich.
What?
Who we got Thursday night?
That is a fantastic question.
We got some college basketball Thursday night. We've got some
Chargers Raiders.
Chargers Raiders will be our game that we'll do, and then we have Loyola Maryland versus Troy in NCAA.
By the way, Pepperdine tomorrow night. That's the Shocks play of the day.
The Shocks play of the day. Now, do you have
spread?
Go with your Shocks play of the day? Like, where's the logo? Do we have Shocks?
No, I just say it in the chat. I'll say Shocks play of the day. Pepperdine.
Lightning.
Okay.
Wait, we have football on Saturday this week?
We have some college games.
No, I know.
I think we have some NFL too.
Bills, Broncos, Panthers, Packers are on Saturday this week.
Don't they do that usually? Like, so you don't know like who's
Yeah, you get 2 games when they think college is generally over. That's why you had them.
Right.
So Georgia Tech got canceled. But you get the Sun Belt Championship, which is Coastal versus ULL. You get Clemson, Notre Dame. You get Ohio State, Northwestern. You get Alabama, Florida.
Bama.
So, Oklahoma, Iowa State. That should be a good game. You got Georgia beating up Vanderbilt by 40 points.
See you later, fellas.
See you guys. But overall, we'll check the show. Hopefully, you guys had some good night with the live plays. Sorry, the beginning of the game was very boring, but it started at least kind of pick up as we went on. So, no, I can't do a Ravens Brown show. The guys might want to do one, so stay tuned.
Nope. We'll
all right.
see. I doubt it, though.
I'm out
You
on
guys,
that.
That sounds like we're out on that. All right. We'll see you guys back on Thursday. Thanks, everybody, for joining. All right.
All right.